some
Is it fair
historical
to
things that written down.
is it fair to say that the scribe has to identify himself who he's writing on behalf of?
No. What?
He
What kind
doesn't.
of goofy statement is that? No. Why would he have to do that?
Did
Why
did
would we want some
Socrates?
random
So what? So
scribe?
so so
And
wait
this is
wait.
hold on, and this
So
whole
so
argument. Hold on, wait. And I hate going down this rabbit hole because look. Let's talk about this for a second. I'm actually glad you brought this up because now you're talking about the chain of narrators, right? Do you know that that whole system is debunked by modern scholarship?
no
You didn't know that?
no.
Okay, let's try to deconstruct this. What to you? What? Well, first of all, yeah. What is a chain of narrators in your mind? What do you
A
know?
chain of
I'm assuming
narrators.
You're Muslim, right? Just to be sure.
Yeah
Okay. What is a
yeah.
chain
So
of narrators? Go ahead.
a chain of narrators would be one narrator linking to another one in chronological order going back.
Right. So this is what I hope that you can kind of catch my drift with where you think I'm going with. I know what you believe about this, right? But let's try to. What I'm trying to do right now is like demystify this whole thing, right? Because you guys make it sound like it's this beautiful, like, oh my God, we have a chain. Like it's really not that deep. Like it's what it is. It's just a piece of paper with some names on it.
Okay.
And the fact that you have a piece of paper, like, and this is where it goes. I'm gonna let somebody else up, but please don't interrupt for 1 second. So, guys, so let's say this is what you guys think in your mind. You have a story, right?
Mhm.
Like the Quran has stories and the Bible has stories, right? And then
Yeah.
you guys say, well, our stories are so much more verified because on top of our stories we have a list of names. But the
No,
problem with that
we don't say
claim is
that.
that, from a scholarly point of view, you could have made up the story just as much as you made up the list of names on top of the story. You get what I'm saying?
We don't say that. I don't say that. I don't say it's more verifiable because we've got a list of names.
So let
So
me just make this
wait,
point.
Neo,
Okay.
wait. So what do you say? Well, so then why is the list of names so important to you?
Because you said that the authors of the Gnostic
You
Gospels
believe in the
are.
chain of narratives because
I'm
of something
guessing
I
you're
said?
saying.
No, brother. Again,
You
please
said that
understand.
you said
No,
the
brother,
Gnostic Gospels are anonymous.
please look. Please try to understand where I'm coming with this. Okay. What I'm now trying to address here is the whole concept of chain of narrators, because Muslims always bring it up. They love to. This is why you ask me, who's Matthew and who's some random guy and some. Even if you have a list of names, they're still random guys. Do you get that? Even if you
No,
have a
my point
book,
is you're saying that Luke.
even if you have a book with a biography for each person, they're still random guys. That's what I'm trying to get you to understand.
No, John. You believe and I believe that would have been the disciple of Jesus, right?
Uh-huh.
So how do we know those are John's words if we don't know who wrote John's words?
Look, I'm gonna
Because
tell you.
John was a fisherman from Galilee.
I'm gonna tell
He
you.
never spoke. He never
Brother. I
spoke
don't.
Koine
At this
Greek.
point, you're not tracking. I feel like you're having an argument with yourself. I'm asking you very specific questions to see if you understand what I'm trying to say, and you're just not even engaging. So let me know if are you ready to engage, or are you just trying to talk to yourself right now?
It seems like you're the one who's not
All
engaging
right,
the question.
all right. Go cry somewhere else. This guy's not getting it, dude. Like, look, like again, guys. This is what they say. This is what they love to. Who's Matthew? Who's John? Who is according to Matthew? Like that, dude. All the books, no matter what you could possibly. There's nothing. There is absolutely nothing that you could write that could say, "Oh wow, now I do know that this was made by that person," because it could all be made up. The whole story could be made up. All the people in it, the story could be made up. All the names of the people who said the story, that could all be made up.
Yeah, so I guess that's fair. I think the way that historians look at it is like if the first they want to look for archaeological, right? Because that's the strongest. They could verify it. If they don't get
Exactly.
archaeological, then they have to go for other accounts. So there are other accounts like Josephus, Tacitus that will say the things that happen in the gospel. And then
Correct.
the second thing would be that they would verify, like, okay, so if John said this during those times, can we verify like artifacts or
Yo,
Yo.
geographical things that they said?
Yeah.
we got a genius here. We got Bernard, by the way, who's thinking because I'm in the army. The chief of staff, Al Zamir, is my cousin. So we got a genius here.
Well, about genius, a little bit of background,
It's
not
this
by a
guy.
lot.
Holy shit.
So yeah, man, that's how they verify with
so
other people verifying it or geographical things that
so
people
here
verify.
let me give you this. Look, what
Yeah,
do
just wait
Western
just a second.
scholars think of the Islamic chain of narrators system? Here, because all you really have, right, is a list of names with random people deciding, oh, this guy's a liar. He's a known liar, guys, and this guy's a known truth teller. Like,
Yeah, but there's no non Muslim attest for that, right? It's
who's
just
not a
all people that
liar,
agree.
dude? Neo, have you ever told a lie in your life?
Of
I
course.
have.
Yeah, of course.
I told a couple lies here and there, so now I'm a known liar, and everything that I ever say is a lie. That's how that works? No. There's no basis in reality to say somebody's a known liar. So here, hold on. Here, look at this. Here's a clear, balanced, up-to-date answer. What Western scholars think of the Islamic Isnad chain of narrator system. Western scholars have studied the Isnad system extensively since the 19th century. Their views are mixed but mostly skeptical, especially regarding its reliability for the earliest period, the time of the Prophet and his companions. Traditional Islamic claim. Muslims argue that the Isnad system is highly sophisticated and unique method of verification by checking each narrator's reliability, memory, and whether they actually met the previous narrator. Scholars could determine if a report was authentic. That's how they do it. Western scholarly views. Here's how major Western scholars have viewed it. Scholar Ignace. Wow, this thing gives me a list of scholars. It's crazy. Ignace Goldzizer, late 19th century, highly skeptical, saw hadiths as largely reflecting later 2nd and 3rd century developments. Let's see. Joseph Schott, extremely critical, believed most legal hadith were fabricated and the chains were back projected. You see this?
Yeah, makes sense.
Why wouldn't you do that?
Yeah.
Like, why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't they be back projected? Do you understand what back projected means in this case here?
Back projected, I guess like everyone has to agree, like going.
No. What they did is that they wrote a story. They basically wrote a hadith that says something that they want to push in their agenda. And then they just wrote a list of names on top of it, and they said, "Oh, I heard Ibn Abbas said this from Ibn Aisha and it goes all the way back to the Prophet." Like,
yeah, that's possible too.
Why wouldn't you do that?
Yeah.
I accidentally turned off the comments because I wanted to shut one guy down, like mute one guy.
Oh, turn it on.
I don't know how the fuck I did that, bro. I don't know how.
Turn it back on. What are you doing?
Yo, what are you doing?
I tried to mute one guy. I even pushed on his name. Oh fuck!
You can't turn it back on.
I don't know. I literally pressed on his name and then like just mute the comments and it just muted the entire comment section.
I got it. I turned it back on.
Okay. How did you do that?
Well, I'm on the computer, so it's a different system. But let me see. Auto translation. Oh, that's cool. I'm gonna turn on auto translation. Hide potential offensive. Nope. We're going to turn that off. We don't want to hide no offensive comments. We want all the smoke. Hold on a second. Am I even live? Okay, yeah, I'm live on YouTube. Okay, cool. Guys on YouTube, if you guys want your comments read out loud, just send them in a super chat, and it'll automatically get read out loud by the system.
Oh, it's someone the request.
All right, let's go back to what we were reading here.
Hello, guys.
What up, Alex?
Hey, what up?
So yeah, let's just go. So look at this. So Joseph Schott says that he believed that most legal hadith were fabricated and that the chains were back projected. That makes a lot of sense to me. What do you think about that, Alex?
Yeah, I wanted to add two things. We have a hadith talks about that we had 12 companions that tried to unalive the Prophet. So they were hypocrites inside of the companions. And the Prophet did not want to say who were they. So maybe those companions delivered some hadith and they are hypocrites. So that's we have this. Also, we have the highest rank of isnad, which is tawatur, they call it. Basically, it's a group of people so different they could never agree to one lie, tells another group of people about the situation that happened. So they consider it the highest level. If we took this method, then we have to admit that Jesus was really crucified, not as the Muslims say he wasn't, because a lot of people saw Jesus being crucified,
Right.
and they could not agree to one lie, right?
Yeah.
So there's that. Yeah, I don't know how they solve it. They just start doing the book that I told you about.
Yeah. So according to what you just said, right? So you said that there's a hadith that several companions conspired to unalive the Prophet. Is that what you're saying? That's what you said, right?
Yes, 12.
12 of them. So
yes.
And then what we were reading yesterday, there were people that were trying to like share the Quran because they wanted to like make copies of it, but she was like, I don't want to give you my copy of my Quran, right? So
that was Abdullah bin Mas'ud.
Right. So this shows that from what I see, the companions even didn't trust each other.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah,
you're fighting right. all the time. You got who were those two guys? Umar and who's the other guy? Hashim or something like that?
Marwan, no?
Yes, Hashim. About
Umar and Hashim were choking each other over
the Quran.
Yeah, they were choking each other about having the wrong Qurans. So what's to say that these people were not just writing hadiths and putting some fake names on it? Like why wouldn't they do that? I could see that being done.
You know what's so funny? If you look to the most popular Quran, it says Hafs an Asim. Yes, it was written by Hafs an Asim. This Hafs an Asim, the Sunnah narration, they don't take any hadith from him because they think he's a liar when it comes to hadith. But they took Quran from him. Yeah, the Quran is more authentic than the hadith, according to the Muslims.
Yep.
So how can you take Quran from a liar, but you don't take a hadith from the same man?
Correct. Yeah, Hafsa was a known liar. He says he used to plagiarize people's books and not give it back to them. So look,
he was accused also to be a Shi'i.
Oh yeah, that's the other thing. You have Shias and Sunnis, and they have completely different hadiths.
Exactly. The Shia take from the 12 Imam. The Sunnah take from the companions and Aisha and you know.
Yeah.
Don't they have a completely different history too? Like a starting history?
Yeah. So think about this. And what was the first thing that happened as soon as Muhammad was unalive? They just started having fitnas and people apostatizing. Right? They started having wars. And
actually at the same second the Prophet died, it was called Saqifat al-Khamis, Radilat al-Khamis. At the night he went away, it was Jueves, Thursday. So they started fighting over the ruling at the same second he died.
So think about in this environment, in this climate, this political climate that existed during that time, people didn't trust each other. They were all fighting for who's going to become the next caliph, right? And they knew that hadiths held a lot of political power, right? It's like kind of like lobbying is today. Like if you want something pushed in your government, you have to lobby for it. It's the same thing with hadiths, right? If you wanted something pushed within the Islamic nation, you had to basically have a hadith or something like that.
But scary.
Actually, the hadith was never written like about Prophet Muhammad up until like he died, like maybe 24 or 100. I don't know. There's different opinion about it. But the most recent, how can I say, más temprano que dice,
The earliest.
the earliest, say like 50 years after the death of Prophet Muhammad.
Right. So think about that. So they were basically, imagine what they were doing before that, before the written hadith. They were probably just saying, no, I heard Aisha say that, Abbas said that, and then just arguing about this stuff.
My friend, you were just talking to a Muslim, and they always strawman your argument like in the second that you say it. So how can you take their opinion upon 1400 years?
Right.
Let me ask you though, why didn't Muhammad have someone that was going to be like he didn't appoint someone like when I pass away this guy will be the leader? Why wouldn't he do that?
Actually, the Shia say he did, and the Sunnah. You know, there's a problem with the Sunnah in this matter. There's a hadith that the Sunnah and the Shia they take. When Prophet Muhammad went and said, Allahumma man kuntu mawlah, I think, whom I was his king or something, Ali is his king. God, please, like he asked from God to be with whomever with Ali, Allah will be with him. You know, something like this. So Ali is the haq, something the Shia say that. The problem is this hadith is actually in the Sunnah also.
Wow.
You see, they both believe in it, but the way they interpreted the hadith, they say, yes, the Prophet said that about Ali, the Sunnah say that, but he did not mean Khilafah. The dude like literally said, whomever with Ali, Allah is with him. So literally it's the Khalifa. You know, I'm with the Shia on this matter. The Sunnah, they were so embarrassed of this matter, so they tried to interpret it just like the Quran only people. You know, a tree doesn't mean a tree, a car doesn't mean a car. Like God is always talking mysteriously. I don't know why. It's the same they did with this hadith.
Right.
The Shia, they take it literally.
Here, so let's just read some more some more interesting facts about these. So here, main criticism from Western scholars. Western academics generally point to these problems. Back projection. Many chains look perfect because later scholars added earlier names to give authority to their own views. Isn't that what I've been saying? Common links. A small number of narrators appear in thousands of chains, which is statistically suspicious. Late development. The systematic use of isnad only became widespread in the 2nd century, long after the Prophet's death. Subjectivity. Grading of narrators was often inconsistent between scholars. Political and sectarian bias. Many chains were created to support later legal schools, theological positions, or political factions, right? Like the Shia and the Sunni, I guess, too. Right? Let me see here. Now let's compare. Go ahead, Al.
If you want to see the biggest evidence that the hadith is lying on this matter, like for the miracles, every prophet, as we know, he has some kind of a miracle, you know, something like this. According to Islam, I'm talking. So we have Muhammad in the Quran itself. It says that he would never have miracles because he's only a human. Okay? And then we go to the hadith. We see like 4 people saying that he split the moon. Right? So if you take these 4 people, according to the method they use, 2 of them were children. So you can never have a testification, something like testimony. Testimony from 2 children, okay? And we have 1 kafir, he's not a believer, so you don't take the testimony from him also. And we have only Abdullah bin Mas'ud. So you are taking the word of 1 guy who's a friend of the Prophet, saying that he split the moon. Right now, my friend, I can call my friends and they would say I split the sun. Right now, I can call 60 people.
Right.
Yeah, so am I a prophet? No,
absolutely.
It doesn't work that way. Yeah, there's no mutawatir. As I said, the tawatur is the highest level. There's no hadith mutawatir talking about any kind of miracle that the Prophet did. Why is that?
I found that always crazy, Alex, how like that's such an extraordinary claim, but you need extraordinary evidence for an extraordinary claim. But there's nothing outside of the Quran, if I'm mistaken, about this. So
everybody would have saw that. Everybody on the planet,
the whole world, right?
Yeah.
It's silly, man. It's so silly.
My friend, the definition of the miracle, they've changed it. Instead of like doing something metaphysic to doing something out of the ordinary, like for example the Quran. But it was so out of the ordinary Quran. Like Leonardo da Vinci, he drew something like it was so beautiful. Is he a prophet? It was, yeah. We cannot do, yeah, the Sistine Chapel. We can never do it again. It's so sophisticated and beautiful. Is he a prophet? The Michelangelo, I think, right?
Right.
So yeah, so this prophet made this book. Let's say it's so beautiful. So what? He's a good writer. They changed the definition of the miracles just to make it appear as a miracle.
But guys, NASA says there's a split in the moon, guys.
No, they retracted and they said to the Muslims, if you look, if you are objectively looking, you're gonna see that what they said about it. When the
Is
Muslims
NASA not
started saying,
objective?
No, NASA
Yeah.
just found. Listen, NASA just found the sun in a sprig of muddy
yeah,
water.
they
Oh,
they
you're talking
said,
about-
NASA
you're
says
talking about-
there's a line through the going through the moon, so
can
it
you
has
show
to
me
be
where?
Muhammad causing
Can you
it,
show
right?
me where does it say this?
Yeah, it actually.
There's
they
an
actually-
article published.
Yeah, they said
2010 by
it's
NASA.
okay because it's what do you call it, like geographical things. I don't know. My English is not so good upon
No,
this
it
matter.
basically proves that Muhammad split the moon.
Yeah, the same. Is
Yeah,
it
he's
the
put
$1 billion
them on, yeah.
company that faked the
It's a
moon landing?
sahih, it's a mutawatir NASA article,
No,
please.
it's not a
I don't believe
mutawatir.
nothing
It's not a
NASA says,
mutawatir,
bro.
my friend.
NASA's one of the companions, guys.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a mutawatir hadith, guys. Relax.
No, NASA just
Is she
confirmed.
trolling me right now?
article.
Like, is she Muslim or not?
No. I'm a Christian.
It's in a Sahih NASA article, guys. Come on now.
No, scary. It's not sahih. It's mutawatir, please. Please.
Mutawatir, yeah. Like, I would become a Muslim right now if they give me any hadith mutawatir of a miracle that the Prophet
I
did.
will become
Just
a
right now.
Muslim again right now. I will revert back to Islam after being on apostate. If they can pull Muhammad out of his grave and show us that he's not decomposed.
Decaying. Yeah,
we're
they
so
say that
talking
the
some
prophets
bullshit
never
stuff.
decayed.
Yeah,
Decomposed.
show me. You say that you have Muhammad's hair and his sandal in Turkey's museum. Why don't you put that for testing?
Because they know, like, you know what's my conspiracy theory about this matter? That anyone who's in charge of the Muslim, like the leaders of the Muslim, they know it's a lie. They are more agnostic than me, I promise you. But they are gaining a lot of money from the pilgrims that go to Mecca every year, all year around for the time, the money they have. So they're just lying about it. Yeah, I cannot be sure. Like I cannot say that the king of Saudi Arabia, who is the biggest Muslim he should be, and then he brings like people, like girls without, like, I don't know if you've seen the Riyadh season and what they do in front of the Kaaba. I cannot believe that this guy is a Muslim like the companions, and he follows the companions. To any Muslim who's listening, just go Riyadh season in front of Kaaba and see what they do. The women, they dance, and what they wear in front of the Kaaba.
You know, my theory is that he was the most opportunistic con man, and he probably looked at the moon, saw that it was like some cracks in the moon. It was like, you know what? Let me just say the story, and maybe it'll stick, maybe it won't.
Yeah, basically that's what it is, 100%.
You know, always posted. Why won't you come up? You keep commenting on you're a liar. No woman dances. They don't do that. You know. Just come up, bro.
How you doing, Scary Puppy?
What's up, man? How you doing?
So everything we said about your religion, you didn't care. You only cared about the dancing. Oh, I'm sorry. Go. I'm sorry.
I'm just gonna say, I think you should make a game where who has the best hadiths, and then you give points to everybody. Like, that'd be funny.
I did see that. That's what David Wood and all them did one time. I saw
Yeah,
that.
it's like Comedy Central roast, of Prophet Muhammad or something like that.
Yeah. I thought about doing that one time. I was just lazy to go find hadiths. I didn't feel like looking for some.
Oh, I got plenty.
You got some? That's what I'm saying. I figured that's the reason why, because I was like, I know somebody's just gonna have like 40 hadiths, and then nobody else is gonna have any. It's just gonna be. Maybe we could do
You want
that.
to talk about disgusting stuff that the Prophet did? Let's go.
Oh man.
It's
Oh,
gonna get dark.
oh, are we having one-on-one? All right, we're gonna have a hadith
Yeah,
off
let's go.
right here.
A hadith off.
Hadith.
Yeah, I think you should
I
do
have
a
this
political
hadith
show
talking-
one day,
I-
Scary.
What do you want to talk about? Which hadith?
No, I said one day I think you should do like a political, like, political
Have you
ideology.
read the one about Muhammad suicidal talking gay donkey? Have you read that one?
Which one is that one? Which one is that?
I know the suicidal, but not talking it to a donkey.
No, he's literally talking to a gay donkey. He even says to him, "Do you desire females?" And he says, "No."
No way. Where do you find? Are these all like in Sunnah.com, or are these like one of those?
That's in Ibn Kathir. Actually, that's in Ibn Kathir, and there's an entire chapter dedicated to it. It's called "The Conversation of the Donkey."
Maybe that's why
the
Abdul
donkey's
said
name's Ya'fur.
F. Ibn Kathir.
Ya'fur. The story of Ya'fur.
Ibn Kathir.
Dude, I've never came across this.
The conversation of the donkey.
Yeah, it's by Al Bidayah wa Nihaya, which is the beginning and the end in Ibn Kathir.
Is this let me see. The first article that comes up is answering Islam. Should I pull that one up? Let me see what it says here.
I mean, if you want to go into the abbreviated one, there is one on Reddit that someone posted on the ex-Muslim subreddit. It's called "Most Suicidal Talking Donkey" or something like that.
Let's see. It's gonna take me. This should be my. Let me see. The FBI agents looking at my search history are gonna be like, "What is this guy talking about?" Let me see. Reddit.
I'll link it. Just one sec.
Yeah, talking donkey of Balaam, Balaam's donkey, the threat of hell. The side remix says you don't even know who authored the Bible. You don't even know who authored the Quran. Side remix. That's what we're talking about.
Yeah, so the Bible, if the Bible is wrong, that makes the Quran automatically right.
Super.
I put it on the chat.
Yeah, the logic.
I put it on the chat.
Okay, let me see this. Let's see. Paste. All right, let's see. 1 second. It's tiny text here. All right. When Allah opened Khaybar to his prophet Muhammad, may Allah's prayer and peace be upon him, he, Muhammad, received as his share of the spoils 4 sheep, 4 goats, 10 pots of gold, and silver and black Hagar donkey. The prophet, may Allah's prayers and peace be upon him, addressed the donkey asking, "What is your name?" The donkey answered, Yazid ibn... No way. The donkey said, "I'm Yashid, son of Shihab." That's what he said. Okay. Allah had brought forth from my ancestry 60 donkeys, none of whom were ridden on except by prophets. None of the descendants of my grandfather remained but me, and none of the prophets remained but you, and I expected you to ride me. Before you, I belonged to a Jewish man whom I caused to stumble, and frequently so he used to kick my stomach and beat my back.
Serves him right.
He was a Jew-hating donkey. That's unbelievable. The prophet, may Allah's prayer and peace be upon him, said to him, "I will call you Yafur, O Yafur." Then Yafur replied, "I obey." The prophet then asked, "Do you desire females?" The donkey replied, "No."
Hey, yo. Why did you do the donkey like that, bro?
I think the reference is to Muhammad.
So the prophet used to ride the donkey. So the prophet used to ride the donkey to complete his business. And if the prophet dismounted from him, he would send the donkey to the house of the person he wanted to visit, and Yafur would knock at the door with his head. What the fuck? When the owner of the house would answer the door, the donkey would signal to that person to go see the prophet. He'd be like, go see.
He was just talking a minute ago. Why would he be knocking?
Why am I not surprised that the donkey and the prophet speak in the same language?
When the prophet died, the donkey went to a well belonging to Abu al-Haytham ibn al-Tahyan and threw himself in the well out of sadness. Whoa, what the heck?
The donkey was gay. I don't know why he was so sad when the prophet died.
Out of sadness for the, but see, just to be fair, I don't know if that means that they were trying to say that he was gay. I think they were asking, like, you know, do you have any other interests besides like the prophet type of deal? Which is,
so he was prophet sexual? Is that what you're saying?
He was like, you know, he was celibate. It was a celibate donkey.
He was prophet sexual.
You know what I'm saying? Making his grave. This is from the book. Okay, here's the source. It says this is from the book The Beginning and the End, written by Ibn Kathir, chapter 6, entry titled The Conversation of the Donkey. So there you go, guys. Mashallah. What a beautiful.
Dude, thank you. Yes, thank you.
Beautiful.
So
I guess this is where Shrek got their inspiration from.
Yeah, I can beat that. Not beat.
Okay,
I can
let's
give
go.
you a beautiful one too.
Okay, go ahead.
Let's go Abu Dawood 66.
Okay, let me see. Abu Dawood 66. So Abu Dawood, the purification. Let's see about. It's usually when they say it's purification, it's like the opposite. So let's see.
It's wudu. It's about the wudu.
It's about wudu. Okay, so narrated Abu Sa'id al-Khudri. The people asked the Messenger of Allah, can we perform ablution out of the well of Buddha? Out of the well of Buddha, like the real Buddha? Okay. Which is a well into which menstrual cloths and dead dogs and stinking things were thrown? Muhammad replied, Alhamdulillah. He said, water is pure and it is not defiled by anything.
Yeah.
Oh,
So fun fact, guys, you need to know something.
Better.
In wudu, you have to put water in your mouth and wash your mouth inside of your mouth with it.
Can you do Abu Dawood 5224?
Let me see.
Oh, we got a new player challenger. Okay.
Somebody
Abu
just entered
Dawood.
the match.
I'm just warming up, dude.
It's a three-way battle now. Okay.
5224.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
Oh, oh yeah, this one.
Abdur Rahman ibn Abu Layla, quoting Usayd.
You could put Marvin Gaye song right behind this while you're reading this at the same time. You got to put on the Barry White voice.
It says Abdul ibn Abu Layla.
Can I read this one?
Oh, go for it. Yeah.
You gotta read it with the right voice, man. Abdul Rahman ibn Abu Layla quoted Usayd, a man from the Ansar, said that while he was given to jesting and was walking to the people, making them laugh, the Prophet poked him under the ribs with a stick. He said, let me take retaliation. He said, take retaliation. He said, you're wearing a shirt, but I'm not. The Prophet then raised his shirt, and the man began to embrace him and kiss his side. Then he said, this is what I wanted, O Messenger of Allah. When I get that feeling, I want
the voices are spot on, I think.
I'm trying to figure out why this guy was named Abu Layla. That sounds kind of sus already.
I'm trying to figure out why Phoenix isn't doing anything about his talent.
But I think that's a great way to actually read that.
If you think that was
like
gay,
that, bro, that really,
I can bring you something else. It's pretty gay stuff Muhammad did. Let me show you something else, man. Just one second.
You guys are gonna get me unalived.
One day, bro. One day.
Dude, you should check out these Muslims here.
Bro.
I'm in Argentina, Buenos Aires. So Sometimes they start talking Arabic. I'm a native Arabic speaker. I was raised on Arabic. So
Go
they
ahead.
start speaking Arabic. Sometimes they start insulting me when I ate khamon or like drinking some wine or something. Yeah. So once that happened with me, it was like he made my day. The way I insulted him in Arabic, he's learning Arabic right now, like 3 years ago, just to get me back on this. So he was walking by with some friends that they barely speak Arabic. And he started saying, "Had al kalb," something like, I don't know how he said it. Like, when somebody speaks Spanish, he says, "¿Cómo estás, amigo?" Something like this. He was speaking Arabic like this. So he was trying to insult me. And then I started like, I get this Arab guy out inside of me, and I started insulting him in every way that I know in Arabic. It was so fun. Yeah.
Now
Can I
will
give
tell
you a funny hadith?
I just posted mine. I just posted
Go
mine.
to Miskat al-Masahib.
Hold on, I got you.
200
Phoenix.
214.
Say that
No,
again.
315.
Say that again.
Miskat al-Masahib. Miskat al-Masahib.
How do you write that?
M-I-S-H. Let me.
KAT.
A-T-A-L. M-A-S-A.
What, they took it from holy fuck, the name is Shat. Sounds like Masih.
T-I-H. And then it's 315.
Yo, but talking about again on the live for this scary. Have you seen Shajida's video of the guy trying to like talking to her about like if he sees her or what have you?
No, I haven't seen it.
You should check it out, bro. It's disturbing.
It's all good. Let's see here. Miskahet al-Hasabi 315. Muawiyah Abu Sufyan reported the Prophet as saying, "These eyes are the leather strap of the anus." Oh wait, I gotta put it on the screen. Hold on a second. Right here, guys. So here's the source. Mishkat al-Masabi 315. Abu Sufyan reported the Prophet said this. These the eyes are the leather strap of the anus. What the hell are they doing?
What the hell is the Prophet doing?
They had these things in the
Is
7th
this
century,
sahih?
bro.
I'm like thinking it's one of those googly eye, those googly eye things that you
What in
put
the
on a
hell could
strap
that
on.
possibly mean?
Well,
I'm thinking it's like one of those googly eyes on a strap on.
No,
That would be
what I've
funny.
heard as justification is that when you go to sleep, you no longer have control of your muscles in your behind, and therefore, like you can, you know where I'm going with this.
The whole point is that he wanted to show the eloquence of Muhammad's articulation when it comes to stuff like that.
So look what he says. So the eyes are the leather strap of the anus. Wait, hold
So
on.
articulate.
Yeah.
So articulate.
Hold on, let me read it.
So classy.
The eyes are the leather strap of the anus, and when the eyes sleep, the leather strap is loosened. What the hell, dude? Hold on.
But you haven't seen mine yet.
Yeah, I'm about to go there right now. Sunnah.com. Let's see.
If you thought that was gay, you're gonna read this one. Tell me what you think.
Sahih Bukhari 6807. The Prophet said, whoever guarantees me the chastity of what is between his legs. Oh my God. What is this?
No way, bro. No way.
And what is between his jaws? What? This is not real, dude.
Do you think I just made that up?
This is what? What in the actual hell is this? This is the craziest one so far.
If this ain't gay, I don't know what is gay, man.
This one is the clearest one.
Can
what
you
give me the
number?
I want to read it in Arabic so I can make sure.
Wait, what is he offering him?
Let me read
he guarantees paradise to him.
Let me read this whole thing. So Sal bin Sa'ad said what the Prophet said.
No, give me the number, host. Give me the number.
6807. Sahih Bukhari 6807. Wow, this is crazy. The Prophet said, whoever guarantees me the chastity of what is between his legs, i.e. his private parts, and what is between his jaws, his tongue, I guarantee him paradise.
What's
Oh
between
wait,
a
no
man's
wait.
legs,
Okay, I kind
Gary?
of get. Okay, I get it now. I get it now. I get it now. This is talking about like renouncing your. You know what I'm saying? Like you basically saying like, I don't know. It's kind of weird.
What do you mean?
Like he's
Does
saying
anyone
that.
know?
Like he's saying that I like. I want to say this means that like I dedicate my whole. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna stop sleeping around. I'm just gonna dedicate myself to the prophet fully. Like even
That's
my.
very weird. Not gonna lie.
Well,
Like that's very weird.
well, why don't you let
You like,
your
if
brother read
anything,
in
should you
Arabic?
not be doing it for God, who commanded you not to like sleep around? Why are you doing it for the prophet?
But why do you have to? Why the legs though? Why between the legs? I don't get it.
Well, your chastity is between your legs. So
Yeah, why does the
yeah.
chastity of a man have to be given to him?
I think it's more of a metaphoric thing. If I'm gonna defend it,
Well, if you read
it's
the
more
Arabic,
like
if you read the Arabic,
if you preserve yourself in
Yeah.
terms of chastity,
Right.
and then like you don't like, because in Islam obviously, like, so is Christianity, sleeping outside of marriage is fornication, right?
What's interesting though is that it says here the whoever guarantees me, and then the chastity of is not in the actual Arabic. Right?
yeah, it's in brackets.
So basically, what it is saying is whoever guarantees me what is between his legs and what is between his jaws, I guarantee in paradise. So it is
But what's between your jaws? Like, I don't. That's weird. That one.
the tongue.
I can
the tongue.
defend. I can defend the chastity bit, but I can't defend the tongue bit.
Yeah, it's the tongue. It's the tongue. I mean, it's a little sus.
Has anyone seen the hadith? I don't know which one. I think it's in either Sahih Bukhari or Sahih Muslim, where the Prophet, there's a burial of this lady, and the Prophet asks all the Sahabis, which one of you did not have sexual intercourse with your wife last night?
Right.
One of the Sahabis put his hands up and he goes, "Go into the grave."
Yeah, so they actually take that hadith and they use that for jurisprudence to say that what's the thing that when you have sex with a dead body, is it necrophilia or
Yeah,
necromancy?
Yes, necrophilia.
So that's actually a legal thing in certain schools of thought because of that hadith, because they say he was to have sex
As
with
long
a
as
dead body.
as long as she's not buried, yes.
Alex, did you want to show one? I thought somebody else was saying to show something.
I got another
No, I
one.
wasn't.
What's the other one?
We haven't talked about Jews lately. So.
Jews?
Of course. Someone has to bring it up.
Do you know why your food gets rotten?
No, let's.
Because the Jews exist.
Probably. That makes sense.
And do you know why you women betray
the Jews
your
are the
husbands?
breathing the oxygen?
And do you know why women betray their husbands?
Why?
Because the Jews exist.
You read it and tell me.
Because the Jews smell the fresh air every day. How dare they?
What do you guys want me to read? What do you want me to read?
Alex is getting the source, I think.
I just sent you my link, so.
Where is it? I don't see it.
I just sent it again. You want me to send it again?
Yeah, I don't see anything right now.
It's so sad
ahead,
to believe
send
in
it
a
right
religion
now.
like this. Not gonna lie.
Alright, let's see this one.
It's so sad to believe in a religion like this.
The prophet said, but for the Israelis.
What the fuck?
Bro, you could not
The
tell me.
Israelis.
The
You
Jews.
cannot tell me that the Arabs and the Jews didn't have problems before Muhammad, bro. You cannot
Yeah, bro.
convince me.
Continue the hadith.
What is how it says the Israelis, by the way?
Look at this. The prophet said, but for the Israelis, meat would not decay.
What the fuck?
What the
Yeah,
fuck? How is this even a thing, dude?
He's right. We are.
Like, number one, you could tell the Arabs and the Jews always hated each other, number one. And number two, you could tell that they used to believe in nonsense.
So are you telling me if you were to dig up a Jewish person's grave right now, God forbid, his meat would not decay, like his flesh wouldn't be decayed?
No,
The
no,
reason
this is
why,
talking about the reason why your food meat, like the meat that you eat, why
yeah,
it,
the
why
food
it
that you eat,
spoils
yeah,
is because of the
your meat spoils
Israelis.
because of Jews existing.
Yeah. Which is
We are
what I
the
said.
reason for your food decaying.
The Jews breathe oxygen, therefore.
And you
Listen, as a
can't,
Jew, I
meat
can
corrodes.
confirm.
and you can't say that this is because of like, because you know how like the Bible and the Quran and the Old Testament, they say that, you know, Adam and Eve caused the sin, and so that's what pretty much brought all the bad stuff in the world. You can't say that because they believe Adam was a Muslim, right? But here they're saying it's because of the Israelis that meat decays. So they're being very specific.
You know, I always say it's scary that Muslims cannot come up with their own conspiracy theories, but
What is
like they
it?
always
Can you
borrow it
continue the
from other
hadith?
people,
But
from
You didn't read the
Schmarties.
rest of it.
yeah, what does it say? But for Eve, wives would what?
Hold on, let me
Not
read it. But
never betray
E-dubs.
their husbands.
So hold on, because E-dubs is asking what about the Jews. So E-dubs, this is a hadith we found that it says, it's, you know, when your meat goes bad in your refrigerator, it's because of the Jews. That's what this is saying.
Yeah,
It says the prophet said, but for the Israelis, meat would not decay. So it's because of Jews that meat goes bad in the refrigerator. Like, and hold on a second. When this hadith was written, is this when Israel, you know, conquered Palestine? Is that what was going on at this time?
It was before. It was
I don't
before.
think so.
It was before.
It was way before that. Oh wait.
Yeah.
So maybe it was when the United States started to subjugate, you know, the Middle Eastern people.
Probably.
Is that what's going on? Had to be,
Maybe.
or it was way before that. Because this was basically
Well, Bukhari
claimed.
Bukhari was written 300 years after the death of the Prophet. So if the Prophet existed in the 7th century, you're talking about 10th century, 11th century that this was written.
The 10th century, but this is attested to be from the Prophet himself. So this still goes back to the 7th century. So
assuming that it does go back to the
right, assuming that it does, if we give them the benefit of the doubt, this goes back to the 7th century. Israel didn't even exist as far as I know, right?
Yeah.
But he's already talking shit about the Israelis. So I don't get it. I don't like.
He has a personal
He
view,
actually-
man. He has
I
a
wonder
personal
who
view.
started. I wonder who started the beef here. I wonder.
He actually wanted them. Oh my god! He started.
You
he
played that
started-
music. Wait, do it again.
Yeah, so he started saying to the Jews, like, please follow me. I am one of you, one of the prophets. So they didn't, and
I
they knew
come
he was a
from the
liar.
lineage of Ishmael. Please follow me.
Yeah.
Muhammad
Like,
wanted
he
to be a
basically-
Jew. We could admit Muhammad wanted to be a Jew. He wishes he was.
Just read the rest of it. It says here that the reason why you women are betraying your husband is because of Eve as well. So that's enough.
Yeah, basically, he should have learned of what they did to Jesus, but he did the same actually.
I just sent another hadith for you, man. I think you got. I think the woman in the panel is gonna like this one.
Let's see here.
What does it say? What does it say?
Hold on. Let's see. Hold on.
All I read is it would be in their hundreds on that hadith.
So it says an omen is in a dwelling, a woman or a horse. Wait, what? Hold on a second. What? An omen is in a dwelling, a woman or a horse. So an omen could be inside a dwelling, it could be inside a woman or inside a horse. An omen, okay? Abu Dawood said this tradition was read out to Al-Harith b. Miskin, and I was witness. Okay, good for you. It was said to him that Ibn Qasim told him that Malik was asked about the evil omen in a horse and in a house. What are they talking about, though? These dudes are nuts, bro. Like, what's wrong? Hold on a second, dude.
Something later. I got
I
something
heard
later
somebody
that you
ask
like.
about the omen that was in a horse and in a house. Like, what are you talking about? Hold on. And in a house.
Continue, you reply.
He replied, there are many houses in which people lived, okay, and perished. And again, others lived therein, and they also perished. Oh my God. Okay.
Really? Like, what?
This is its explanation as far as we know. Allah knows best. Oh my God.
Here comes the
I
comes
got
the
one you like.
punchline.
Continue,
Gets better?
Abu Dawood, what?
Here
Abu
comes the
Dawood.
punchline.
Abu Dawood said, Umar said, a mat in a house is better than a woman who does not give birth to a child.
What? What?
Oh.
What? So if you hang on.
This is where we
Wait
get
a
the saying.
second.
That's got to sting.
Wait
That's gotta
a
sting.
second.
This is where we get the saying, like, you're a doormat, basically. You're worse than a doormat.
You're worse
Wait
than
a
a doormat.
second.
If you can't have kids, you was
Let's
worse
take
than
a
a
step
doormat.
back. Let's take a step back, all right?
Let's take a step back, guys.
Islam respects women, guys, yeah?
Yeah, but
Islam gave women
Christianity.
their rights.
Let her finish.
One sec.
When she finishes, I'll say
Islam
what I've got to say.
Not infertile.
totally doesn't compare donkeys and dogs to women, as in breaking the wudu.
I know, but host, can we read something in the Bible where it says if you grape a virgin woman, a little
Shut
girl,
up, man.
you have to pay the
That's all
farmer
you
50
guys
shillings.
That's it. You guys don't got nothing better than that. You guys got
So
that
you can
one
grape
thing, dude.
a little girl,
We're
and
finding
then you have to
hundreds.
forcefully marry her.
We're literally
Little girl,
finding
marry
hundreds.
her.
Can we read in the Bible where it says woman won't enter
We're
heaven?
literally- okay, so
Host, is
so
that
far,
okay, Bodhi?
so Rolex, we found so far like 10 different hadiths, and you guys just got that same one. Like, come on.
No. What about the
One
one
person
that
something
says
else?
woman
Crazy.
won't
Something
enter
more
heaven?
beautiful?
Shall I give you the
Oh,
one
no.
that where it says in the Bible, woman won't
According
enter
to the
heaven?
Hanafi,
Yeah, please
Should I
us
show you that part?
Yeah, please show us that one. But let me go back to. I still don't get the first part of this hadith. So here, let's read this again. An omen.
I don't
is
get
in
the
a
part where
dwelling.
woman won't enter heaven. Why is it that they won't
Yeah,
enter
show us
heaven?
that, show us
Can
that,
you tell us,
show
Bodhi?
Show us that.
So scary.
I'll show you.
Basically,
Give me 10
what
seconds.
it's saying is,
Shut up,
evil
woman. In the church, you're not allowed to speak. So
Excuse
anything.
me.
All right.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yo.
He's getting emotional.
you.
You know, Muslim men
this
are
is
very
the
emotional.
respect. This is yeah.
I want. First of all, let's just say something real quick because he's always reminded me of this. But Muslim men are some of the most emotional, out of control men that you will ever meet. Okay, so women,
yeah, that's good.
women be forewarned. Okay, they cannot control their emotions whatsoever. Anyway,
My experience is different. My experience, like every time when Muslims get Muslim men get upset, they start speaking like they want to have like sex with you or something. Like I'm gonna do this to you. I'm gonna do it. Like what? Why do you always guys get?
that's emotional.
Why do you guys
Emotion.
want to talk about what
They
you want to
have,
do?
they have no emotional security.
No,
So
they
bring
start
it out.
acting gay all of a sudden.
Yeah,
like, what's
they
wrong
bring
with
it
you,
out
man?
on men and women. It's fine, brother.
I'm not into you guys, man.
Well, hold on, but guys, but look at how, like, because this is what I'm trying to understand, right? Like, they made a hadith, they gave you the chain of narrators, like, to make sure, like, oh, this doesn't just come from anybody. This is verified. This is legit. And about that this tradition was read aloud, that Harith Maskin, and I was a witness. I even witnessed him saying this. And it was said to him that Ibn Qasim told him that Malik was asked about, like, what the hell are they talking about? And then at the end, what did he say? There are many houses in which people lived and perished. Like, how is that an omen?
No shit, Sherlock.
No, it's basically what it's trying to say is, okay, you guys are not understanding this. Like, come on.
Okay.
Lock in.
Lock in, guys. Go ahead. Tap in. Go ahead.
So basically what it's saying is, if there's a bad omen in this house, someone lives in it, they're going to perish, and then people don't learn the lesson, and they go again and live in that house, and they perish.
Okay.
this is some conjuring shit like the movie.
Yeah, this is sinister. This is sinister right here.
Can I ask you
I got
something
another
scary?
one for you, bro.
Yeah.
Can I ask you something scary? If I sent you a DM with a screenshot, can you actually post it on the screen?
Nah, I'd rather not do that right this second. Just post it.
Because
I'll
I
give
have
you a
more
big screen.
sources. Because I have more sources that I've taken photos of than I have on Link.
I'd rather not do that because then I have to pull it up anyway because I have people watching on YouTube that won't be able to see the big screen.
No problem.
So I got a new one. Al Adab,
What is it?
Al Mufarid.
I put another one for you as well.
آداب المفرد.
963.
Hold on a second, guys.
I said a gay
Al
joke to
Adab, Al
Egyptians
Hold on a
Mufrad,
and they
second,
tried to
guys.
delete
Hold
me
on
with
a
a
second,
shovel.
guys. Jesus Christ. Now I got to read it again. Hold on a second. People are paying me money here, guys. Come on now. So what's this guy's name? When I read it? I don't know his name, but he said, I said a gay joke to an Egyptian guy, and he tried to delete me with a shovel. Jesus.
Oh.
Thank you for the $5 super chat for that. That's what they do. I'm trying to explain to you guys. They're out of control, like, and it's very like, it's not masculine, guys. It's not masculine to be that way. If you can get triggered by words, then there's something wrong with you. All right,
You know how many times I've heard my blood is like halal
halal and all
because
that.
I'm an ex-Muslim. I'm like, you guys are so insecure that you have to come after a woman to make yourself feel better as a man.
Yeah, and the funny part is that, like, after all is said and done, let's say if everything happens the way they think they want it to happen, then they're still going to be dealing with each other, fighting each other for the same nonsense. So here, let's see. Ibn Abbas, may Allah be pleased with him, reported, Messenger of Allah said, when one of you finishes eating, he should not wipe his fingers until he has licked them himself or has given them to someone else to lick.
Oh, that's so
I
romantic.
just don't get it, dude.
Not being horrible, but like, is it the same hand they wipe their ass with?
Bro, it's just like, you know, they were obsessed with Muhammad, bro. That's the only thing I can take out of this stuff. They were just obsessed with Muhammad. They were watching him eating, and Muhammad was just probably going through his day just doing what he regularly does, and they're like, oh, this is sunnah now, guys. He licks his fingers when he eats. Like, these guys were obsessed. Who was the other person that wanted to show something before this?
Yeah, me. I wanted to say Al Adab, Al Mufrad.
You guys
Al
gotta help
Adab
me,
is
'cause I don't know how to spell this stuff. Al what?
ADAB, that's Al Adab.
Hold on a second.
And then AL.
AEB?
No. Okay. Al Adab, AL.
AL.
And then space ADAB.
AD.
AB. No, AB. B.
AB, okay.
And then space Al.
Mufrad?
Yeah, Mufad. And then 963.
963. Let's see. Gestures. Al-Adab al-Mufrad 963. Utay bin Damura said, I saw with Ubay a man who was attributing himself in lineage with an attribution of Jahiliyyah. So Ubay told him to bite his father's male organ and did not speak figuratively. I love that part. This is not a metaphor, guys. I.e., it was explicit. So his companions looked at him. They were like, what? He said, it appears that you disapprove of it. Obviously. Then he said, I will never show apprehension to anyone with regards to this. Verily,
You know what it feels like? Every sixth thing he could think of, he would check if they would do, just like for the sake of knowing they would do it.
Yep, pretty much.
I raise you another.
Wait, guys. Hold on, let me finish. Then I don't even know what's
gonna
going
give
on.
one.
Hold on a second. Hold on. Let Alex go next. Hold on. Then he said, I will never show apprehension to anyone in regards to this. Verily, I heard the prophet of, may Allah be blessed with him, whomever attributes himself in lineage with an attribution of Jahiliyyah, then tell him to bite his father's male organ and do not speak figuratively. I don't know, dude.
That's a good one, no?
What is a jahalela? What is a jahalela, dude? Because obviously,
It means ignorance. Ignorance.
Jahiliyyah, it's before Islam. The time before Islam.
The age of ignorance.
so if you
Yes.
attribute yourself to the age of ignorance, you have to bite your father's male parts.
Wait. Didn't like Abraham was Muslim and Moses was Muslim? So how was it days of ignorance at the same time as they were Muslim?
I have no idea. They're kind of bipolar on that topic.
You're gonna like this next one. This one is.
Hold on. Let Alex go for it.
Come on,
Alex.
dude. Yeah. So
It's amazing
you
how
know how
much
the
you
Muslims
got, bro.
always copy what the Prophet did?
Uh-huh.
So here's the hadith. We go to Bukhari 244.
244.
Yes. This actually, my sheikh told me once that I should do this.
Ew. Ablutions. All right. My father said, I came to the Prophet and saw him carrying a siwak in his hand. This is the toothbrush, right?
Exactly.
In his hand and cleansing his teeth, saying,
It says
as if he was retching the while the siwak was in his mouth.
Yeah, this is basically they say you should, when you clean your mouth with the siwak, you should do the same sound that he did because it's a sunnah.
Again,
Don't forget also to clean your nose well, so the shaitan will get out of it.
Yeah.
Yo, Sky, just notice how much you got, bro. How many hadith you got, bro. Every single one boy standing on a line to just show you.
I guarantee you, the Muslims. The Muslims in the chat, they're gonna come up and be like, "Oh yeah, well tell me about Numbers 30, whatever." In the state, like that's all they got, dude. They just got one. We got hundreds of your silliness. All right, Jami al-Tirmidhi 12. Aisha said, "Whoever narrated to you that the Prophet would urinate while standing, then do not believe him." Oh my God.
Oh yeah, we ready to ready.
Why do they care about this? He would not urinate except while squatting. He said there are narrations on this topic from Umar. Like, do you see what I'm talking about? These guys are obsessed with Muhammad, dude.
Listen.
And there were people. Not only were they saying how he would urinate, but there's other people narrating that like a different way.
He was a woman.
No, some people actually said that when you look at all the things that they talk about, like Muhammad's like urination and who he had sex with and stuff like that, they say this is because he had a small member. He had to have a super small member.
I don't know. To me, it sounds like he was a woman because he never got no one pregnant.
Yo, scary. Remember the verse I showed you earlier? The last verse I showed you?
Wanted to pee. All right, that's weird. He was mounted by all the man of Azu. I don't know.
Guys, hold on.
It was a big flex.
Let me say this real quick. Let me say it because I want everybody to catch this. I know we're being silly, but this is an important thing here. So, Aisha is telling you that there's people going around giving different hadiths about this same topic. So this is what I was trying to tell you earlier. They were just all making shit up and attributing it to the Prophet. So look, whoever narrated to you that the Prophet would urinate while standing, do not believe him. Why were there people going around making up lies about this silly ass topic? If they do that for this, which is so stupid, imagine hadiths that are actually serious and like have some political. You get what I'm saying? Like, this is wild. This is madness.
Yo, scary. I got the best one for you. You remember the verse that I showed you earlier?
I have to ask, like, what kind of flex is this? Like, why do you want to let you know that your prophet peed like a girl? Like, what kind of flex is that?
But does everybody understand, like, what we're talking about here? That people were going around just lying about everything at this time? Isn't it obvious?
Yeah, no, don't forget also that no other prophet is spoken about that way, all right? Like how he peed, who he fucked with, what did he do every day, what kind of crazy ideas he had about what Satan is. All of that never happened about prophets. Prophets were not such like important figures themselves. It was more what they were like,
this
told,
is a literal
basically.
cult. This is a cult, dude.
Yeah,
that's a verse after what I showed you.
I was noticing the
This
other
is
day because
crazy.
you know what I like. I watch a lot of Muslims debating, and I get a lot of them up here and stuff like that. And you hear that they all even sound like each other. Has anybody else noticed that? That they start saying the same words, they the same like cadence in their phrasing and
My
stuff like
the
that.
left, the left, the left. You know that left when you beat him when you cook, like when he's cooked at the end, and then he does this. You're a jahil.
They
You know,
all
like
exactly sound the same, and that's exactly what what people in a cult do. Hold on a second. So let me see. Al Adab Al Mufrad 964.
A
Abdur
verse after.
Rahman, huh?
That's a verse after what I showed you with the you know the male.
Let's see. So Abdur Rahman bin Saad said, Ibn Umar's foot went to sleep, and the man said to him, mention the person you love most. He said, Muhammad. Like, what the fuck is this, dude? Like, what
That's
kind
some
of
good
nonsense
shit,
is
bro.
this, dude? Like, this is so weird, bro.
you wanna hear
I
something
got
funny?
one.
You wanna hear
I just
something funny?
posted.
All right. Go
Like
ahead, Alex.
let's say some Salafi stuff. How about this, Phoenix? I was a Salafi. So, in the book of prophecies of Ibn Taymiyyah, he talks about some people can do like magic stuff, like broomstick. They can fly on broomstick. I swear to
Harry
God,
Potter?
Ibn Taymiyyah, like Harry Potter. Yeah.
Hold on, let me read this one and then we'll go to that one. So Sahih Muslim
Yeah.
1478. Do I got to read this whole thing, brother? It's a big one.
You can stop. You can stop where he says, "By Allah, we don't ask him what he does not possess." You can stop through there.
All right, so Sahih Muslim 1478. Jabir bin Abdullah, Allah pleased with them, reported. Abu Bakr, Allah pleased with him, came and sought permission to see Allah's messenger. He found people sitting at his door, and none amongst them had been granted permission. Okay. But it was granted to Abu Bakr, and he went in. Then came Umar, and he sought permission, and it was granted to him. And he found Allah's apostle sitting sad and silent with his wives around him. Umar said, I would say something which would make the Prophet laugh. So he said, Messenger of Allah, I wish you had seen the treatment meted out to the daughter of Khadijah when you asked me some money. And I got up and slapped her on her neck. What the fuck? Allah's messenger, may peace be upon him, laughed and said, they are around me, as you see, asking for extra money. What the heck? He's having girl problems? Abu Bakr, Allah pleased with him, then got up and went to Aisha, Allah be pleased with her, and slapped her on the neck. And Umar stood up before Hafsa and slapped her, saying, you ask Allah's messenger, which he does not possess? They said, by Allah, we do not Allah's messenger for anything he does not possess.
You can stop right there.
This is so, like, bro, this is literally like, this just reminds me of like Andrew Tate and like Red Pill, like, you know what I mean? The girls want our money type of nonsense.
So these females were all gathering around him, like asking for Broke Muhammad to give him money, and these Sahabas come and start slapping them in the neck to cheer Muhammad up.
So silly, bro. And Muhammad was sad. Muhammad was sad the whole time.
They were trying to cheer Muhammad up by slapping his wife in front of him. Oh my god.
Is a Hedamanu Guwad. I don't know what's that. He's a Guwad, we call him. A pimp.
You know what's wild? That like over 2 billion people follow this.
This is just madness.
I'm learning a lot today.
You
I
know
thought it
what's-
was weird how they mentioned he was eating chicken one time.
Right. But you could see, like, for example, this story right here, right? You could tell somebody just made this up so that women could feel guilty about asking men for money, right? That's clearly what they want you to know here, right? Like, stop asking me for money because look at this hadith, Sahih Muslim 1478. Jabir said that, Abu Bakr said that, Ibn Abbas said. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, this is what they do. They just make crap up.
Like Andrew Tate wrote it himself, bro.
Yeah, this is like some Dave Chappelle skit right here.
Yeah, it's silly.
Yo, where the Muslims at though, bro?
I don't
They're in the chat trying to divide
They're
the
listening.
Christians and the Jews.
They're listening.
They're just over
Oh,
there
they're
They're saying
scared.
you're lying, you're lying, you're lying, but they don't come to debunk our lies.
They're saying
Hey.
that the Jews use the Christians, and I was like, "You mean for sex? What are you talking about?"
No, and the funny thing is that then they'll say like, "Hey, stop making fun of the prophet," but it's like we're just reading your hadith.
It's scary. Are you Christian? They always come and they say something about Christianity. Why do they do that?
Yeah, because they can only defend their religion by making fun of another religion. That's the only thing that they could do, really.
What aboutism?
Yep.
Yeah, I don't understand. When I was a Muslim, I did not learn anything about Christianity. They only told me that they follow Jesus as a god and they worship three gods. This is the only thing that I learned about it.
When I learn about Islam, it's always been just we don't believe this in Christianity, and therefore, Allah is the real God and Muhammad is the true prophet. That's pretty much how I always heard it from everybody. And they go to Trinity and Jesus not being crucified, and why can somebody unalive for your sins?
Yes, I was a Muslim named Alex from Argentina. My parents are Arab, both of them. So they delivered me here in Argentina. They wouldn't call me a name like Muhammad in Argentina. They called me Alex from Alexander the Great. Why is it so weird? They always
Alexander the
ask me
Great.
this. Yes, my dad is a big fan of him.
Because he was a polytheist, wasn't he?
He was a son of God. Every time he conquered the place, he would say he's a son of this God.
I just posted another one.
Let's see here. Copy that.
Like, don't you have
I'm
this
bringing-
feeling that Al-Bukhari was agnostic or atheist and he did all of this hadith lying to the Prophet? Like, don't you think that?
This is the story. This is the story of the first Jewish man to ever convert to Islam. And you want to see the reason behind it? It's hilarious.
Okay. Sahih Bukhari 3329 narrated Anas. When Abdullah bin Salam heard the arrival of the Prophet at Medina, he came to him and said, I am going to ask you about three things, which nobody knows except the Prophet. What is the first portent of the hour? What will be the first meal taken by the people of paradise? And why does a child resemble its father? And why does it resemble its maternal uncle? Allah's messenger said, Jibril has just now told me the answers. Abdullah said, he, Jibril, from amongst all the angels, is the enemy of the Jews. Allah's messenger said, the first portent of the hour will be a fire that will bring together the people from the east to the west. The first meal of the people of paradise will be extra lobe. Fuck is that? Kadat lobe, okay, of fish liver.
Ew.
Thanks. No thanks. As for the resemblance of the child to its parents, if a man has sexual intercourse with his wife and gets discharged first, the child will resemble the father. What? And if the woman gets discharged first, the child will resemble her. What the hell does this mean?
Means whoever busts a nut first.
Whoever busts a nut first?
Is that why they all look like their dads?
Bro, that is crazy. Whoever
The child will resemble.
They never let a woman finish.
Basically, dude, whoever busts it first, that's what the child. On that, Abdullah bin Salam said, I testify that you are the messenger of Allah. Alhamdulillah, Jesus, you are the true prophet. How did you know?
You know what's so funny?
Stop it.
When he started asking him, he said, only the prophet would know the answers. So this man is not a prophet. How did he know that those are good answers? This is the first one. The second one, the Jews historically saw Jesus raising the dead, and they did not believe. This man answered 3 questions and they believed.
This is just crazy, dude. And then look what he said. The Jews are liars, and if they should come to know about my conversion to Islam before you ask them about me, they would tell a lie about me. The Jews came to Allah's messenger, and Abdullah went inside the house. Allah's apostle asked the Jews, "What kind of man is Abdullah bin Salam amongst you?" They replied, "He is the most learned person amongst us and the best amongst us and the son of the best amongst us." Yeah, they definitely said this. Allah's messenger said, "What do you think if he embraces Islam? Will you do as he does?" The Jews said, "May Allah save him from it." Then Abdullah bin Salam came out in front of them saying, "I testify that none has the right to be worshipped but Allah, and that Muhammad is the apostle of Allah." Thereupon they said, "He is the evilest amongst us and the son of the evilest amongst us." And continued talking badly about him. Yeah, this definitely happened, guys. This is a real story. This is not fabricated. This is really the types of conversations they were having in 7th century Arabia.
Yeah. So whoever busts a nut first, just remember, whoever busts a nut first.
Yeah, guys. So if you want your child to look like you, just make sure you bust a nut before the woman.
And if you want to go to heaven, the first thing you're gonna eat, remember, is a fish liver.
Yeah, that's disgusting.
Yo, do you guys know about the one, like, for every person that goes to hell, something about a Jewish person? So I don't even know, like, something like that, man.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
For every Jew or for every they get replaced basically.
That's wild.
It's just, isn't it just obvious that these are just stories of people who just were ignorant? Isn't it just obvious, guys? This is the stuff they used to believe in: flat Earth and angels crying and whoever busted up first, and like it's just like they're just superstitious. Like this is what people did back in those times.
Yo, but outside of these ridiculous stories, doesn't it seem like a very, like you said, a controlling book, and then like a militant book that's like, yo, go out and conquer, go out and conquest, do this. If you don't do this, it's just very like militant too. Or am I wrong?
No, yeah, obviously they were barbaric people. Like, I mean, the Arabs at that time, they were just known for just having these battles and tribal wars with each other, and all they did was just basically make that into a religion. That's it. They were like, it's just tribalism, like on steroids, basically, is what it is. Like, my God beats your God, and we have to go conquer the world with in the name of our God, basically. I don't know, man. It's just weird. Where the Muslims at, dude? Look, Jason,
you gotta get the algorithm up. You gotta share it, like it, comment.
Yeah, tap the screen, guys. Jason says, if I was a Muslim, I would be Quran only. Yeah, I mean, I definitely feel like a lot of people, that's why they turn to Quran only, because of these crazy ass hadiths, which make absolutely no sense. But at the same time, the Quran is just as bad. There's like pretty much nothing that I can't find in the Quran. It's just not described in detail like it is in the hadith. But you could find the same things: the smek slavery, marrying kids, weird stuff about little boys. It's all in the Quran too. It's the same. I
mean, Solomon's flying on a flying carpet. Like it's that too. I got another one. I just put in there.
Let me see here.
Then this guy is the hadith goat.
Yeah, I mean, this is gonna be the hadith episode, so just feel free to just keep going. All right, so let's see here. Mishkat al-Masabi 119. Abu Darda reported God's messenger as saying, God created Adam, and when he created him and struck his right shoulder and brought forth his offspring, white like small ants.
Back to the ants.
And he struck his left shoulder and brought forth his offspring black as though they were charcoal. Then he said to the party on his right side, to paradise, and I do not care. What the fuck? And he said to the party on his left, to hell, and I do not care. Let me guess, the ones that went to hell were on the left side?
Yeah, left shoulder people, you know what I'm saying?
I'm not even following the story, and I'm pretty sure that's what he's trying to say here.
No, it wasn't me, by the way. Someone else turned off the comments. I don't know who.
What? Somebody turned the comments off?
I don't know who, but oh no, wait, what?
No, I don't see that. It looks good.
Also for me.
So let's read it again. So God's messenger said, God created Adam, and when he created him, he struck his right shoulder and brought forth his offspring, white like small ants. What small ants are white, dude? First of all. And he struck his
Hey,
left
donkey,
shoulder.
what's your problem with Islam?
Are you Muslim?
And he brought his offspring black as though they were charcoal. And then he said to his party on his right, to paradise I do not care, and to those on his left he said, to hell I do not care. Why? What is this about?
I don't know. What's your problem? Get to the
What
chase.
am I supposed
Oh, this
to learn
guy's
from
Muslim.
this? Yeah, what am I supposed to learn
That
from
black
this?
people are going to hell
Why?
because they left shoulders.
Because they did what? Because they lash out?
We're all them left shoulders, man.
That's crazy, dude. This is so weird.
Yo, donkey, what's your problem? Get to the point. We keep yapping, bro. What's this?
What do you mean? Yeah, we're reading the point. Are you missing it? Like, what am I supposed to learn from this?
Get to the point. Yes.
We're reading the point. What do you get out of this? Tell me what do you
Allah
get?
is racist, man.
It's irrelevant.
Allah's
You
racist,
read
bro.
it,
No,
whatever.
it's not irrelevant. This is your sunnah. What does Allah want us to know about this? Please.
No problem. Put the Arabic translation.
Huh? Put the Arabic?
He said the
The
Arabic.
Arabic translation. Yeah. Okay, so what's the problem?
Read it. Bro, I swear
Yeah, I
that's
did,
the only
yeah,
thing
so
they know,
again,
that's
what's
the
the
only thing they
problem?
know how to say, dude, is okay, what's the problem? Like, you show them the most problematic thing ever, they read it,
That's
and
what
their
Rabbi did.
answer is, what's the problem? That's
What's
their
about
answer
it?
to everything.
What's
Like,
about
they're-
it problematic?
No,
these
answer the
guys are
question. What
literally
does this get you?
robots, dude. They're literally robots.
You're robots. You're talking about
The-
yourself for
the,
sure.
The,
You know,
the
and the
question
donkeys
here
who are
is,
with you.
the question is, I'm asking you, what does Allah want us to know? What is the point of this?
Is your question have a meaning, or you're just asking to ask?
Oh my God, bro, this is unbelievable.
You ask him a question. He said, "Does your question have a meaning?"
Brother, yes,
It
I
doesn't
want
have,
to
it does not have
know.
any meaning.
I want to know, what did Allah's messenger want to communicate with this speech? That's what I'm asking you.
Allah's messenger wants us to communicate one message: worship one God. Unlike you, I don't know, you are cross worshiper or
Guys,
once worshiper.
bro, they're literally
The
robots.
guy's
dude.
a freaking bot.
Yeah,
Brother, let me read it
donkeys
again.
only.
Let me read it again, brother. Look. Abu
I have read it
Darda.
already. So again, what's the problem?
But you're not answering. I want you to answer about this hadith. What does
I'm
this
not
mean?
going to.
Why?
I'm not going to because I don't
Why?
know. I don't know. It's very simple.
It's so simple that you refuse to answer? What does that mean? How does that make sense?
I told you. I don't know. Get to the point again. Like you just
don't
keep
know.
asking.
What don't you know? What don't you know? What's the problem? Yeah.
Oh, you are brainless. You're donkey. You're branded. You and your bots here.
What's the problem, guys?
Yeah,
Look,
what's the problem?
again, look. Abu Darda reported God's messenger saying that God created Adam. He struck his left shoulder and black people came out. He struck his right shoulder, and white people came out. And then he said on the people on the right, you're going to paradise, and I do not care. Why is he saying this here, and I do not care?
Hello.
He sounds like you right now.
You got another Muslim. Maybe he could answer it.
Oh, bro, you're cherry picking.
Alright,
You
bro,
know, you're
you
choosing certain.
be quiet. You be quiet. You get me.
No problem. I'm cherry picking, but like, what does this mean? I want to know, what does this
Hello,
cherry
how
mean?
you doing?
What's up,
Hello,
man?
how you doing?
Good, man. How you
Okay,
doing?
no problem. Let me ask you. So, are you cross?
No.
Picking,
Sir,
bro.
I'm a Muslim, but
Okay, go
I'm
ahead.
non-denominational Muslim. Can I
Okay.
answer you?
Non-denominational Muslim? What the fuck is that?
Hey, yo.
You're a Presbyterian?
Non-denominational
You're a Protestant Muslim? Okay.
No, there is no Protestant Muslim. Well, basically, Protestant, if you mean protesting something wrong, yes. I am protesting something wrong.
Okay. Go ahead.
Bars.
Share with us.
Okay. So even if you carry something and somebody says Abu Darda, the Quran is the word of Allah. Abu Darda is one guy in history, later 200, 300 years after the Prophet, somebody said that this guy said so.
Right. So the hadith are nonsense, right, brother?
No, not all of them. It's like the oral tradition. Are all the accounts of the oral traditions?
Oh, not all of them? Only some of them.
It
So
is
you-
kind of like the canonization. You have to understand history. A lot of people talk and they will claim something to the Prophet.
So you do partial confirmation.
Allah, when you say Allah said, you go to the Quran. Don't say Abu Darda said.
So you do partial
That's
confirmation,
different.
basically.
No, what you are deceiving yourself. This person, for example, one sect will not take anything from him.
Right.
Because this is not a revelation. This is a hearsay. It's an Inquirer magazine, historical Inquirer magazine in the Islamic world. All of these hadith stuff.
So
Yeah.
let me ask you
So
a
you
question.
go
Hold
to
on.
the source, the Quran, what Allah said in the Quran, and then dialogue about that.
Okay, let's talk about it then. So let me ask you this here. Who is this guy right here? Hold on. Do you know who Abu Lahab is?
Abu Lahab, yeah, that's the uncle of the Prophet.
How do you know that?
Well, that's something common.
What does that mean? Common where?
Meaning,
Where's it common?
meaning if you carry stories about a Messiah, and the Messiah name, yeah, meaning there is stories about certain people and figures.
Yeah, where are these stories?
In the oral traditions.
In the oral traditions, what do we call those stories that are oral traditions?
History, or
I know,
history.
But what are they called though?
History.
Are they called hadith?
No, hadith is history. Hadith, like for example, if you have something about Benjamin Franklin, that's a hadith about Benjamin Franklin. It does not mean necessarily that Benjamin Franklin is like that.
So let me get this straight. You don't take from the hadith, and the hadith are nonsense. But
no,
when you
I
want
did
to
not
understand, but when you want to understand the Quran, you need to use the hadith.
No. See, you are putting dark shades against your eyes. I did not say
Words in
that.
your mouth. He's putting words in your mouth.
It sounds to me like you're a little bit confused about what you want to believe, because in
no,
some cases,
you are the one. You are the one who wants to put a frame
in
that
some
fits
cases,
your
it just, you know what? It's because you know what it is. Did you know that the Quran is a hadith?
Yeah, that's a hadith of Allah. Exactly. Yes, hadith meaning somebody talking. English, Arabic. Hadith, if you like, for example, you can translate that speaking.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. So the way that you
Jesus is the word of God, meaning he's the kalimatullah.
So the way that you judge it is if it's ridiculous or not, then, right?
No. See, you're coming to assumptions. Don't assume.
Well, I'm
asking. Me so I can
asking.
clarify.
I'm literally asking you.
So
right
we have the Quran as the ultimate truth. We filter things through the Quran. So anything that rejects in the Bible
Quran,
or the Hadith, that is not from God.
I got you. But the Quran calls itself a Hadith. So how do you know the difference between a Quran Hadith and a regular Hadith?
Exactly. So the Quran is a Hadith of Allah.
Right.
A regular Hadith is a hearsay.
Right. But how do you know that it's the Quran of Allah? How do you know that? Or the Hadith of Allah?
Because it says because
maybe some of the hadith are the hadith of Allah too.
Dude,
how do you know?
The Quran. Listen, the Quran says.
Yep.
The Quran says this is the hadith of Allah. The Quran itself. The speaker is saying this is.
So if the book says that it's from Allah, then that proves that it's from Allah. That's how you do it.
Till something otherwise comes.
Because the hadith says this comes from the Prophet Muhammad, so maybe
that's different. I'll teach you.
How's it different?
The Quran. Okay, I'll teach you something. Listen, the Quran is verbatim. Hold, so you can understand. Don't be reflective. Just listen, let it sink, and then come with defense. Okay. So the Quran is verbatim, is memorized verbatim, and people worship with it. Nobody worship with the hadith.
Quran's memorized verbatim. How many Qurans do we have?
It's one Quran.
Which one?
No, it's one Quran. It's Quran.
Is it half?
There is no which one. Listen, whatever they fed you on TikTok, that is false. You go and
brother.
Okay, listen.
Let me ask you a question.
If I go and find,
you're bugging out. Do you read the Hafs Quran or the Wash Quran, or the Kunbul Quran, or the Ibn Kathir Quran? Which one do you read?
Habibi. my beloved, listen.
Yes.
My beloved,
Yes, my
listen. I know you are defensive against everything
Sounds
in
like
this life,
Muhammad.
and
Huh?
even about your life, right? But
It
I
sounds like
want you to
Muhammad.
understand, so you don't. Maybe give yourself 1% chance to understand.
1%. Okay, let me
Okay,
ask you.
here, give me that 1%.
Here,
If
look. Go ahead.
now, that means in the public arena, when you go to any Muslim sites in sects or of any sect, you will find different ones. Meaning, if you go to a Shia or a Sunni or something, that there is something like that.
Yes.
Have you tested that yourself, or you
Yes.
just swallow things from people telling you
Pause.
stuff?
Stock for a lot, no, brother. Let me just. What I'm asking you is this, right? There, if you go to different countries, right, you're gonna find different Qurans. I don't know if you knew that.
Okay, so if you go to Saudi Arabia, where the revelation of the Quran came,
Yes.
that is the Quran.
Right, and they had the Hafs version. Did you not know that?
Listen, this is one sect giving a narrative that there are ways where Arabs, they say there are certain Arabic format to certain words that can be not the whole, like if you bring all of these what you call false doctrine by the Sunnis, that is up to them. But even if you bring it, you bring the whole bulk of it, like bring those 7, put them in front of your face and look, are they different? Then you will find a couple of words here, a couple of words there. That's it.
Brother, but how come the Quran was not fully preserved from the beginning?
No, the Quran in itself, it tells you, I will protect it and I will take care of compiling it.
But what I'm asking you is, how come we don't have any manuscripts going back to before?
Okay, very good. Because the Quran is verbatimly memorized. So you have the Prophet memorizing it, he's illiterate, and he dictated to be written and memorized by the writers.
Let me
And
ask you a
then
question.
generation is okay, but you're going from one question to another.
Well,
you
'cause
don't
you're
give me a
answering me.
feedback.
Well, you're
Are you
answering.
hold? Are you against
Mahat.
verbatim memorization?
Yes, I'm against that. Because look, let me show you why. Look, the scientific facts about oral traditions is that it's a bad way to preserve things.
No, but that's not oral traditions. I'm telling the systematic way is not an oral tradition. Oral tradition meaning somebody said it and then later another guy will recollect it. Like for example, the 4 Gospels. No, that wasn't the case with the Quran. The Quran, you have, for example, let's say, okay, hold on. Let's say right now your name is Mike Tyson. Okay. Your son knows that this is the name. Okay, so his name is Jeff Mike Tyson. The memorization came through generations like that. So now for the Quran, it's memorized. Like a young kid will grow up, pray with it, memorize it, and he will have a title called Hafiz. If you don't have that criteria in your religion,
Let me read
that's the
something to you.
problem.
Let me read something to you. So here, look. Yes, oral traditions are fallible. That means that they're likely they're
yes,
fail.
oral tradition are fact, but this is Quran is not oral tradition, dude.
You just said
okay,
it was.
you have a recorder. Okay, listen, you have a recorder, but it's not made blue. Like in this industrial revolution, we have the industrial revolution before they form it by verbatim.
Let me look. Let's read this. Look, scientific evidence that oral traditions are fallible. Right? It says here. When people retell a story over multiple generations, details rapidly distort, change, or get invented, even after just a few retellings. This is science, how the memory works. Oral epic singers do not recite text verbatim. They improvise, paraphrase, and vary the
That's
story with
why the
each.
hadith, yes, that's why the hadith we don't. I'm telling you, be careful. The hadith is not from Allah.
No,
From
this is the
Allah is
Quran.
something
No,
that
this
is
no,
verbatim.
brother, the Quran. This is talking about the Quran.
Okay, do you have a cassette recorder? You have a cassette recorder?
Yes, I do. Look,
okay.
look.
Do
Human
you?
memory.
Okay, the
Look at this.
cassette
Look at this.
recorder.
Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Human memory decays exponentially. You see this? This is just science. So you guys are when you guys are always talking about oral, we preserve it orally. That's not
No,
possible.
I'm asking you.
Look at this.
Your
Look at
brain.
this.
Use
Look,
your brain.
look.
Even if,
long-term, brother, look at cognitive science. Look at what cognitive science
even
is.
if Islam wrong to you, this point you have to use your brain.
Long-term memory is reconstructive, not verbatim. People unconsciously fill in gaps, change details to fit their own worldview, and are influenced by social pressure. Do you see that? So now, anyway, let's ask you about the Quran, right? Let me ask you about the Quran.
Now test this with
If
the
you
Quran.
let me ask you a question. Look, let me ask you a question. Look, if you
it's a
look,
recorder.
let me ask
No,
you.
no,
Look, hold on. We're gonna change the subject now a little bit.
Be a man. Don't deflect.
Look, no. Look, listen. If you have trash, right? Let's say you have. Hold on a second.
Don't be embarrassed because you.
No, brother, just listen. If you have trash, what does it matter that you preserve the trash?
Yeah, it's fine. Okay, very good. So now to you, this is preserved. You have to understand.
No,
it
what
is
I'm asking
preserved.
you, what I'm asking you is this. So look, if you have trash, right? Let's say I have a piece of trash right here in my hand. If I preserve this piece of trash for 1,000 years, does it make it not trash?
Okay, sir, listen. First of all, you have to kind of be classy, with your analogy.
No, it's because I want you to understand something.
No, I
right?
want to.
I want you to
I'm
look.
asking you
Look.
If you have.
No, because I don't understand why Muslims are always telling
if
me
you have
about
a cassette
something
recorder,
like you have, like for example, for me,
look,
the Quran, look, for me, look, for me, the Quran, look, let me tell you, look, for me, the Quran should not have gotten preserved because it's just a violent, intolerant book that is filled with weird, hateful things.
What? Like what? Like
so,
what?
For example,
maybe
let me show you.
Maybe it's misconception. Maybe you have lived.
Let's see.
Lies. You think so, and millions fastest growing religion.
Look
so
at
apparently
this.
not.
Look at this. Look.
Even priests, they come.
I'm gonna show you, brother. Look, it says, and those who no longer expect menstruation among your women, if you doubt, then their period is 3 months. And it's also a period of 3 months waiting for those who have not yet menstruated. Do you think I want this to be preserved?
Okay, very good. Okay, now
why would I want this to be preserved? Why would I want this to be preserved? Having sex with those who have
that
not
you are
yet
in a twilight zone. Wait,
Why?
I want you to see you're in a twilight zone. What's your understanding of this? What is it? What is contained? What it means?
It says that the waiting period, right, for those who have not yet menstruated, is 3 months.
Right.
So that's disgusting. I don't want this to be preserved. Why would I want this to be preserved? Please unpreserve it for me.
Okay. I'm asking you. Wait. So what is the period? What is a period?
Here, let me show you something else. Hold on.
No, what is a period, dude? You're in a twilight zone, and you think you're saying something that makes sense.
Hold on. What's the verse that talks about marrying your cousins? Hold on a second. Let me see something. What verse in the Quran?
By the way, I found another verse.
Talks about marrying cousins. Let's see this. Because, brother, we all know that people in 7th century Arabia were barbaric, right? And they didn't know science and they didn't know biology, right? Here, look, Quran 4:23. Let's go there. Here, Quran 4:23. So my thing is that we shouldn't be preserving the knowledge and the principle of people in 7th century Arabia, right? Why would we want to do that? Look at this. Prohibited to you for marriage are your mothers and your daughters and your sisters and your father's sisters and your mother's sisters and your brother's daughters and your sister's daughters, your milk whose mothers nursed you, your sisters through nursing, your wise mothers and your stepdaughters and your guardian. Hold on, this is not the one that I'm talking about. There's a better one than this one. Let's see. Hold on.
They're saying 2554 in the chat.
2554. All right, let's go to that one.
Yeah.
Let's get it.
Okay, after that, I have another verse to show you, but
Hold on a second. 2554. There's one that's more, because that one also says it, but that one's by negation. There's one that gives you the. Pretty sure if I remember correctly. Let's see. No, this is not what I'm talking about, brother. I'm talking about the one.
It said Sina Muta.
Yeah, hold on a second. There's one that says that permissible to you are the daughters of your aunt or something like that, if I remember correctly. And yeah, we'll read that in a second too, but here we go. Quran.
Didn't Muhammad himself pay his cousins?
I don't know. Quran 33:50. Let's see here. Quran 33:50. It says, "O Prophet, indeed we have made lawful to you your wives to whom you have given their due compensation, and those your right hand possesses from what Allah has returned to you of the captives, and the daughters of your paternal uncles." Why would I want this to be preserved, brother? Like, look at, and there's a couple of weird things in here that I don't want preserved. Like, Allah is permitting you to take captives as smek slaves. I don't want that preserved. Allah is telling you can have smeks with the daughters of your uncles. I don't want that preserved. Allah is permitting you to have smeks with the daughters of your aunts. Don't want that preserved either. Why would I want any of this preserved? So then Muslims come and they say, oh, this book is perfectly preserved. We don't want it.
Okay, you don't want it. Okay, no.
Unpreserve it, please.
Now let me answer. Can I answer you?
Sure. Please do.
I mean, I'm trying to get you out of the twilight zone, but you were fed all this bombardment. You don't know. Okay, so with regards to the cousins, are you a Christian?
No.
You're not Christian?
Actually, Muhammad was at the youth, guys.
No, I'm asking you, are you a Christian?
I said no already.
So are you an atheist?
No.
What are you? Are you a Jew?
I believe in one God. I'm the original.
No.
I'm the original Muslim.
What is okay?
Original Quran only Muslim. Huh?
What is that?
So original Quran only Muslim. That means that I believe that in the original Quran before it got corrupted.
What do you mean the Quran got corrupted, dude?
Yeah. So this right here that we're reading is not in the original Quran.
No, that is 1,000 years, 1,400 years. You go everywhere in the world. You just can't.
No, look, let me show you why.
It's not like the Bible. It's not like virgins. We have everybody. You go to Africa, Asia, Europe. Everybody, they have the same Quran.
Look at this.
For centuries. Not like last year they made a.
No, that's not true. Look, I'm gonna show you a couple things here. Look at this.
Wait, Scary.
What?
Was he gonna say if you're a Christian because the Christian book says you can?
Look at this. Look at this, brother.
Look. So let me answer the first 2 points.
I know, but you just did. Let me read this. Look, we do not abrogate a verse.
You need to get out of the twilight zone, dude.
Look at what Allah says. Look at what Allah says. We do not abrogate a verse. Look, hold on, brother. Let me read it. We do not
No,
abrogate a
it's not
verse.
like that.
Brother, let me read it. We do not abrogate a
Even if you
verse.
pay,
We
they're
do
not gonna
not
pay you that
abrogate.
much.
I know. Look, we do not abrogate a
Listen,
verse. Look, brother,
that's
read
not
it.
my.
Read it. Look. Here, look. Matter of fact, this. Look.
You're gonna lose the.
ننسخ
See, they are
من
muting me. They're not.
آية
Ayatin.
أو آية.
Ayatin. So we do not abrogate a verse or cause it to be forgotten, except that we bring forth a better one or similar to it. So this
Okay,
is
do me a
telling
favor.
you.
What is nansakhu? Okay.
So this is telling you that the Quran got corrupted at some point. This is not the
No,
original
no,
Quran.
that
This
is
is
not.
not the
No, you
original
don't
Quran,
understand.
brother. So
No,
like you
what
gotta
is
go back
nansakhu?
to the original Quran. Like
Okay,
you know?
listen, dude. Go to nansakhu. Go to this verse so I can teach you like a baby one by one, and you understand.
ما
Ma nansakhu. Yeah, go to
ننسخ
this nansakhu.
من
Okay, nansakhu in Arabic it means to
ننسخ
copy.
It means to copy.
Oh, yeah.
My beloved, calm down.
Yeah, I know it's a shock to you. Nansakh in Arabic it means copy.
Brother, let
copy
me tell you something.
from
Let me tell you something. Look. Let me tell you something. Look.
Do you
at
have
the end of
no?
the day,
Let me
brother,
take you out of the twilight.
look, brother, look. At the end of the day, look. Do you think that it's okay
You
to
are-
marry?
why-
Do you think
why
it's
did
okay,
you lie
brother? Do you think it's okay
when I
to
said
marry?
the truth?
Brother, do you think it's okay to marry your cousin?
Well, according to Numbers 36:11, yes.
Okay, but what about according to the Quran?
According to the Quran, yes.
You see?
You think it's wrong to marry your cousin?
Are you kidding? You want us to show the studies of what happens when you marry your cousin, like how the IQ goes
It
down,
is permissible.
genetic mutations? Do you want to see the science,
okay, listen.
or you don't believe in
Listen.
science?
Okay, listen. If your studies say that everybody who marries their cousin will get a deformation genetic disease, they are wrong.
Oh, they're wrong. Science is wrong.
36:11, that's what happened at the time of.
Let me show you something. Look at this. Look at this.
Number 36:11.
What is the science
The same God in
cousin marriage?
My beloved, calm down. Beloved, calm down.
So they can.
Beloved, calm down.
They can be out of the twilight.
Beloved, you're manifesting. Calm down.
Effects on IQ. Let's look it up, right? Let's look it up. This is why I don't think you guys like. This is why we don't want. Like the problem with the Quran is that it's trying to preserve the ideology of 7th century Arabs. And the problem is that the world is trying to move away from that. We want to move forward. But we have this book that says, no, you cannot move forward because the perfect person was born 1400 years ago and you have to follow his ideas. You see? And we don't want to do that, right? So look at what science says about.
You don't have to follow his ideas.
Look what it says here. Look. So here, look at this. Birth defects in first cousin marriage, right? So the first time brother, listen, look. The first time that you have a baby with your cousin, right? You have a 2 to 3% chance of having a defect, right? After that, when you have first cousin marriages, it goes to 4 to 6, so it doubles. And it basically does this. It roughly doubles every time. Do you see how this could get? Do you see how it could get out of hand really quickly? Right? So look at this. IQ effects. Average IQ reduction of 3 to 6 points.
What is 1% and 2%, dude?
No, you're not listening, brother. Look, let me show you this.
It's a percentage.
Let me show you this.
Look, God is telling you.
Explain how the problem gets
Don't
worse
worship science,
exponentially. No, listen. You're showing your low IQ right now. You're not getting what I'm saying. Exponentially. Here we go.
Just tell him mistakes.
Let's read it. Look. He's not catching it. What it's telling you again, the first time it's low.
Exponential, right?
Look, here we go. Look. Here. Each generation of cousin marriage raises the inbreeding coefficient measuring the percentage genome, identical by descent, right? So continued cousin lines compound. You get what I'm saying? This causes.
Continue, not
This
the first
causes.
one. Like
This
right now.
causes. This
Continue.
causes.
It's
This
telling you
causes.
continue. It's a percentage.
This causes homozygosity, two identical copies of the same gene to rise sharply.
Continue.
You see? So the issue is that it rises sharply. That's the problem that we're having with it. So the risk of the risk of birth defects, recessive disorders, and inbreeding depression, including lower IQ, multiplies across generations. Here, hold on. Let me bring this up here. How fast is the rate of, or how fast does the rate of defects increase?
You don't continue.
Shush.
Hold on, brother.
It's okay. I know you don't want to listen.
You don't want to know that.
It's okay. I know you don't want to listen.
No.
It's okay.
My beloved, calm down.
Habibi uskut.
He's having a heart attack. So look at this.
You know.
So look
Habibi
at this.
uskut
Look, Habibi, look. Risk of birth defects, recessive disorders, and inbreeding, including lower IQ, multiplies across generations, not just adds. Populations with centuries of cousin marriage show, look, populations with centuries of cousin marriage show clustered genetic diseases and measurable population declines
Habibi,
in
calm
fitness
down,
traits.
Habibi.
Do you see that?
Apparently, Noah did not know that. Noah, in 36 numbers, he did not know that, right?
So, for example, look.
Well, 3611 in Noah.
It's okay, brother. We're teaching you a lesson. You just have to be quiet and listen.
That's why, if you are from Noah.
Shush. It's okay. Don't need to crash out.
Wait, hold on. My cousin marriage in Pakistan. Look.
64 point
Cousin
something
marriage
percent.
in the Bible.
Here, let's read it.
Cousin marriage in the Bible.
You know that all of the top 20 actually has
cousin marriage in the Bible.
Look at this. Look at this. Let me show you. Look at this. Cousin marriage in Pakistan. They have a 63 to 67%.
And they have a nuclear
rate of cousin marriage. So that means
they have a nuclear
program. Can you pull?
So more than half of all
Pakistanis. Pakistan are dumb.
Scary, can you pull up the list of top 20 countries with the most cousin marriage?
Yeah, we definitely will. But look, more than half of all Pakistanis, 60%, almost 70% of all Americans in Pakistan.
If you're a Levite,
you're going to find it.
Now look at their national.
You understand Levites marry their cousin.
Now look at their national.
You understand
IQ.
a Levite?
Look at their national
you have
average
to marry
IQ.
from the same tribe.
Look at the national IQ in Pakistan, 81 to 84. So it says here, link, there is a strong negative correlation across countries between consanguinity, meaning incest, and IQ. And Pakistanis fit this pattern. You see that?
Could you pull up the top 20?
Hold on, let's talk about, hold on. What issues do you have with an 80 IQ? Let's see what I'm curious to see. Let's see. Are there
might be what their brother's having right here.
Let's see this, because Muslims are saying that this is a good thing. So it says here, issues with an 80 IQ. You have slower learning and difficulty grasping abstract or complex concepts. Oh, okay.
Sounds like someone up here.
That's pretty consistent with what we're seeing. Lower educational attainment and job performance. Yup. Definitely see that also. Higher rates of unemployment, low income jobs, and financial struggles. You see that pretty much everywhere you go, right? All the immigrants that migrate to UK from Pakistan, they don't have jobs. Weaker problem solving, planning, and impulse control. Oh, guys, haven't we seen that? Low impulse control? We've been seeing that, right?
Yeah.
And slightly elevated risk of behavioral or mental health issues. You see that? I mean, it's just pretty obvious why this is bad. So my question to you, brother, is why would we want a tradition like this to be preserved?
Even
for your own good, we would want that tradition of cousin marriage to not be preserved so that you can raise your IQ and that your own people could raise your IQ and do better in life. Wouldn't we all want that?
Yes, sir.
Why would we want to preserve this weird tradition?
Wait,
just so you
Maui, are you Muslim?
Yeah, I am Muslim.
Okay.
Wait, could you pull up the top 20 list?
So to speak about the cousin marriage, so scary. Yeah, is your only contention with cousin marriage is that if you keep doing it over and over again, that's your only problem with it?
Look up top 20 most countries.
I mean, we could just say that it's weird to begin with, but of course, yeah. I
The
want to
weird
see
is
what
just
are the, I
emotional.
want to see what is the the overall effects. Obviously, yeah.
No, I'm just saying, like, is your only problem with it is that people do it over and over and over again?
Maui, like, why are you trying to like?
No, because in the beginning you showed the
brother,
percentage. I'm not pivoting nothing. I
It's
just started
pretty
the conversation.
clear what my issue is with it.
Can
The
you answer
issue
my
is
question?
this. This is the issue right here. This right here on the screen.
Okay, so what's the issue?
Yeah.
Say,
Yeah, what's the issue? Right.
articulate it.
Brother, just get it out of your system, bro. What do you want to say?
I'm just asking, is your only problem with cousin marriage is that people do it over and over again?
Brother, did you hear what I said? If not, then just drop, bro, because I'm not gonna
I
reword what my
listen
issue is.
I listened to the conversation.
I'm gonna give you one last chance to just present your argument against what I said. Or else
Maui, be
First cousin, okay. First cousin marriage is okay. That's my thing.
Maui, be honest with me. Is your parents' first cousin marriage?
No, they're not.
But you would hump your own. You won't hump your own first cousin.
Saying that first cousin marriage is okay is not an argument. So make your argument.
You hear me?
Yes, we can all hear you.
So for example, my argument is that there's no problem with it because, for example, if you were to look at, let's say, like me and somebody who I'm not related to, there'd be around a 1.5% chance to 3% chance of a birth defect occurring. And if I were to do it with my first cousin, it would just double to 3% to 6%.
You're just giving us an anecdotal evidence that we could care less about.
That's not anecdotal. That's literally statistic. It's a statistic. That's not anecdotal.
We're not talking about.
That's literally not anecdotal.
We're talking about.
That's literally not anecdotal.
We're talking about.
Wait, a statistic is anecdotal? Are you okay?
Okay, we're talking about what the Quran
Wait,
says.
is a statistic anecdotal?
Yes, it is. We're talking about the Quran. Yeah, because the only thing that you just said right now is, if I marry my cousin who's not very closely related to me, what does that have to do with anything? We're talking about first cousin marriage.
Yo, look up what is top.
Did he drop himself or did
Yeah,
he?
no, he dropped himself.
He just got his clip and ran.
Yeah, he's silly. He could take whatever his low IQ clip that nobody's gonna watch.
61%.
Look at this, guys. Look at this. Top countries by cousin marriage, right? Consanguineous marriages. All are Muslim majority.
Pakistan.
Look at this.
Yo.
Look at this.
No wonder the NHS has been complaining.
Look. Why are they all Muslim majority? Why?
With South Sudan is.
I think you misunderstood my argument. I think you misunderstood my argument.
No, I didn't, Maui. You specifically
okay, so
said.
still made my argument.
You said if I marry my cousin who's not closely related, that's literally how you
I
started.
I never said that. See, you didn't track it. Let me repeat it.
No, you did say.
Let me repeat it now.
Let
me repeat it.
If you want to now make a different argument,
let me repeat it. I have it recorded. I have it recorded.
This whole thing is live on YouTube. Everything's recorded. Don't worry about that.
Okay, so this is you just misrepresenting my argument. I said that. I gave 2 examples, so let me repeat it now. Can I speak now?
For the love of God, please address
can I speak?
first
Can I
cousin
speak?
marriage.
Can I speak?
Only thing I want you to talk about is first cousin marriage. Don't talk about anything
can I speak?
else.
Okay, can I speak?
Go ahead. About first cousin
marriage.
marriage.
Thank you.
Yes.
Appreciate it.
Go ahead. Hurry up.
Appreciate it. Yeah. So again, let me repeat it this time and track
properly.
Okay?
Yalla, hurry up.
So if I were to marry someone and consummate and have a child with someone who is nowhere near my lineage, means
he just repeated it. Oh
again,
my God! The thing that you said you didn't say, you just repeated. There's no way you're a real human being, dude.
You're not letting me finish.
There is no way that you're a real human being, dude. You literally said I never said that, and then just said it again.
He proceeded to say it.
Oh my God!
Okay, so can I speak now? Can I speak? speak now?
my! There's no way he just did that. There's no way in hell he just did that. I
Can I
thought he
speak
was
now?
gonna, because he could have just said something else, and then like 90% of the people that are low IQ would have believed him. But he just repeated it.
Can I speak?
That's how crazy he is.
You just blundered again.
Go ahead, Maui. Go ahead, please.
Okay,
Tell
so
us about your silly ass argument.
can I not be
Please,
interrupted this
brother,
time?
please hurry the hell up.
Can I not be interrupted this time?
Hurry up, dude. You're gonna be interrupted if you're being silly. Keep going.
I'm not being silly. I'm just gonna give my argument and show
Brother,
you
you
blundered a
literally
second
said
time.
that you didn't say that, and then you just said it again. How is that not silly?
Okay, so let me tell you what you said and when I said I didn't say that. You said my argument is if I marry my cousin that's nowhere near me. I'm speaking about first cousin marriage. My first cousin marriage would be my first cousin would be close to me. My point here, let me finish before you start cutting me off, making all these sound clips, right?
Wait, when I say nowhere near me, what do you think I mean by that?
Yeah, you said my cousin that's nowhere near me. That just makes
You
no
mean
sense.
like
If someone was my cousin,
physically
they would be near
located,
me.
or are you talking about
I'm
relation?
talking about within relation.
Okay, keep going.
Yeah, so my point is, let me finish before you can do all these theatrics, right? My point is that if I were to have a child, for example, let's say with a white woman, because I'm not white, so if I were to have it with a white woman who's nowhere near me, the chances of a birth defect occurring would be from 1.5% to 3%. And then I said, if I did it with my first cousin, it would double to a 3 to 6%, which is nothing dangerous.
Brother, that's one generation.
That's exactly. So I asked you in the beginning. I said, "Is your only problem?" Wait. Let me respond.
Because the problem is this, right? Like I just said, this is why I keep saying that this is anecdotal. No, hold on. This is why I'm saying this is anecdotal. Yes, it is, because you're just giving one example.
You didn't let me finish.
You're giving one example of how it's not. You're giving one example of how it's not.
That's not even any.
You're describing how it's not being practiced. I'm talking about how it's actually practiced. Like, for example, in Pakistan. You get what I'm saying?
Now can I speak? Can I show you how this ties into what I was saying in the beginning? Or are you getting a little aggressive, right? When I asked you in the beginning, is your only contention with first cousin marriage is doing it repeatedly? You didn't want to respond, so now can you answer yes or no? Is that your only problem with it?
Brother, for the love of God, dude, this is how
it's a yes or no. It's a yes or no.
No, the answer is no. That's not my only problem with it.
Okay, so then bring another problem.
What I'm trying to get you to understand, which I keep repeating, is that the Quran is full of these weird 7th century beliefs.
Now you're changing the argument.
No, it's not. It's never, bro.
We're talking about first cousin marriage.
This is what Muslims do, right?
Like, where are you going?
I can't just simply say, like, think about this. I can't just simply say that I'm against cousin marriage without this turning into a whole weird, like, well, tell me specifically, what do you, it's like, or I can't simply say, you know, it's bad to marry children, and without you being like, well, what is a child? What does it mean? What did they used to, like, you guys are weird. Do you not get that? Like, how is that hard to understand? We don't want to do these things.
Do you just see how you pivoted the whole argument?
Brother, it's just because you're not getting it. You're like,
you don't have an answer. You don't have an answer.
Like,
so listen.
No, just think about the amount of mental gymnastics. Think about the amount of mental gymnastics that you have to do in order to justify this in your brain. What happened to believing in one God? Can we just go back to that?
Well, we're talking about first cousin marriage. What does it to do with God?
Well, that's my point. Why are we having to talk about first cousin marriage? Your Quran brought it up.
No, your Quran. The Quran doesn't even mention it. The Quran doesn't even mention it.
Why? Okay,
so Quran doesn't mention it.
Check this out. What if I just want to believe in one God? Is that okay?
What does it do with first cousin marriage? You changed the argument.
Correct. It shouldn't have anything to do.
Discussion.
Believing in cousin marriage shouldn't have to be involved in my belief. But because of the Quran, it puts those two together. I can now not believe in one God without believing in first cousin marriage. Do you see how awkward that is?
Because there's nothing wrong with first cousin marriage.
There's absolutely something wrong, and we've already seen
Brother, you live in 2026 and you say there's nothing wrong with cousin marriage.
That's not argument.
It already shows you that in a country that they practice 60% cousin marriage, they're having 80 IQ.
Okay, so now if you're bringing up country,
if that's not wrong, then what is?
Okay, then scary hour. Go to Kuwait. Look at Kuwait's percentage of first cousin marriage. It's a majority.
What does Kuwait have to do with anything?
Because Kuwait. 1 second. Kuwait is 54%, right? Look at its average IQ. Look at its average IQ. Search up.
Hold on.
Let's see.
Give me this list again and put the IQ or the average IQ. Hold on. Oops. Average IQ next to each one. All right, let's see what it says. This should be interesting.
That's gonna be very funny, by the way.
More than likely.
Also, Maui, would you marry your cousin?
If I said yes, what would be the problem?
All right, just wanted to know.
You
You're
see the
consistent.
results, right? Look at these
Hold on,
results.
one
Look
second,
at these
one second.
results.
That's
Look at
just
these
wrong.
crazy results. Look
What
at
a
this.
coincidence.
Kuwait, bro, you serious?
Yo,
It's 80
59? 59. 59 IQ in some places, dude.
That's a wrong statistic.
80,
That's a wrong
Kuwait,
statistic.
it's not- it's wrong now.
Qatar,
That's a wrong statistic.
78, UAE, 80, Sudan,
That's a wrong
71,
statistic.
South Sudan, 59. Do you see
Can I not be
now
muted?
why Muslim
Can I not be
countries are
muted?
failing?
Can I not be muted?
Do you see
Hold
why
on,
these
one second.
countries are
Hold up.
failing now?
You tell you must have scary hour. Go to Google, search up Kuwait's national
Go
national
to Google.
IQ.
Go to Google. He's like,
Yeah.
I didn't like those search results. Give me better ones.
Yeah, it's
Look.
telling me two different things.
Look at this. Let me show everybody the list. Look.
If I came
all
out,
these
it's
countries,
saying 90.
all these countries, right? None of
Again.
them are above a 80 IQ. All of them are in the 80s and below.
Now gonna go onto Google.
Do you
and search
not
up Kuwait's
think-
national
now
IQ.
let's see.
Brother, can you go a little bit
Can I
down?
not-
Because
can
it
I not
tells
get-
us that the IQ results are
I'm not getting-
unreliable.
Hold on, let's see. What's
I can
wrong
do it.
with these? No, what's wrong with having IQ this low? Hold on, let's see what it says here. Let's see.
No, it says your data is unreliable.
Let's see here. Hold on.
Yeah,
It says-
hold
it
on. Go
says
to
slower
Google.
slower learning and difficulty understanding complex ideas or instructions, lower school performance, fewer jobs, weaker financial management, harder time adapting to new technology or new environments. That's for damn sure. Slightly higher risk of behavioral or mental health issues. Do you see?
Okay, now go onto Google and search up Kuwait's national average IQ.
Brother, we already searched it. We already
It's
searched it.
it's bringing up a wrong statistic.
It's came in up right here. Look, my friend says.
Can I not get muted? Can you?
My friend says you are wrong about Kuwait's numbers. How do you spell Kuwait?
Kuwait.
W-A-I-T. Let's see what it says.
How do you put a Q?
Let's see what it says. Oh, it's with a K. All right, let's see what it says here.
Let's see.
Ukraine's
Look at that right
IQ
there.
is-
Highlight it. What does it say there? What does it say
data,
up here?
93. 93. Okay, now let's look at this.
But host, I have a question.
Is that problematic?
Question?
Is that problematic?
Hold on. Yes, it is still.
Yeah, no
It's
problem.
still below average.
Okay. Wait, what's the average IQ worldwide then?
It's like 100 something. What is the global average?
But are you Christian? Because Christianity does not have problem with cousin marriage.
I'm not a Christian.
It does not have any problem with cousin marriages. Go read your scripture.
Yes, they do.
So it says here, okay, so exact figures vary by study, often cited around 85 in older data, closer to 88 to 90 in recent estimates. Standardized tests are normed to 100 in developed countries. So in
what would be the
developed
problem?
countries, they're averaging 100. We want you guys to become developed, but you can't because of this.
So
weird,
you showed a country, Kuwait that has a
do you not-
93.
let me ask you this way. Let me ask you this way. Do you think that you guys would be better off if there wasn't cousin marriage?
I mean, if you look what the scholars say, they say that a repeated amount of it is dumb. Like if you go to Imam Shafi'i's quotes, they say it's makruh. They say it's disliked for them to do over and over again. So I would just say I'm getting to my answer. So repeated, if you're doing over and over and over again, and I would agree. If people do it over and over again, it's pretty dumb. You shouldn't do that.
It's not what I'm asking you, brother.
It's
just like, for example, with drinking alcohol.
Literally what you just asked me.
Right? Think about it. Like drinking alcohol. Allah said that that's good for some people, but bad for other people, and so therefore it's outlawed, right?
Okay.
What about cousin marriage? Also,
yeah, cousin marriage,
it
can be.
In some cases, it could be not a big deal, but in other cases, it's very detrimental. So why didn't Allah outlaw that?
That's just in the case,
it sounds to
again,
me like Allah was just an Arab 7th century guy.
No,
Listen,
brother. Of
He
course
wasn't really considering whether it was really bad. He was just saying, well, this is what we do, and so we're going to continue
Yeah,
doing
again,
it.
that's why the
more
scholars say
concerned-
that
according
doing
to the
it
Bible,
doing it
You
in
were
according to
repeated
all
amounts.
major
concerned
Hold on one
religions.
second,
about
Habibi.
just
One second.
keeping the
Yeah,
status
that's
quo.
why.
That's all he
That's
was worried
why it
about.
says. That's why it says doing a repeated amount of
That's
time
why he wants you to
is
grow a
something that is
beard like an
disliked.
Arab. That's why you have to speak in Arabic to pray to Allah. That's why you can marry your cousin. That's why you can marry little kids. That's why the Quran in heaven is in Arabic. Do you not see
as a
that?
Christian host?
It's
Host, do you
literally
as a
just,
Christian
it's
have problems
hourly.
with
I'm
cousin
not a
marriage?
Christian. Stop saying this weird stuff. I'm not a Christian. I don't believe in anything that has to do with books from other
Christianity?
people's countries. I'm not going to believe in any other books. I don't need an Arab guy or a Jewish guy telling me what God is. No, thank you.
Okay, no problem. But because the last time I've seen you, defending the Bible and defending the Christian
Anyway,
position,
I gotta go.
I do not understand what your point is. If you are scared, if you are scared to tell us your position,
because at least the Bible is going towards a more progressive position where it doesn't promote violence like the Quran. That's why I defend
no,
it.
the Quran does not promote.
No. Yes, it does. It says, fight the disbelievers wherever you find
No,
them.
no.
Fight the people of the book until they pay the jizya. That's in the Quran.
Yeah, okay.
And that's in the last chapter. So that means that Muhammad started off peaceful and he went towards violence, whereas the Bible starts off violent and goes towards peace with Jesus. That's why I defend it. So I don't care if, even though I believe that the Bible is like, is like a fairy tale, essentially, I would rather people believe in a peaceful fairy tale than a violent fairy tale.
Brother, come on, man. The Bible is full of violence and full of injustice.
No, it isn't.
Brother, the Quran.
Again, when you read the Quran, right? The Quran starts off with Muhammad being peaceful, and as time goes on, he gets violent. The Bible is the opposite. The Bible with the Old Testament starts off more violent, and then it gets peaceful. So which one do you think is more conducive to society today?
No, of course not. Because there are.
No. Why are you reading the Old Testament?
There are reasons.
Why are you reading the Old Testament?
I'm not reading.
That's like
I'm
me
not
reading.
reading
That's
the Old
like me
Testament.
That's like me telling you that the verses
I want
in
to
the
bring up the
Quran.
Quran.
That's like me showing.
I want to bring up the Quran.
That's like me showing you the verses in the Quran that are abrogated and using those against you. Would that make any sense? That'd be kind of dumb, right?
No
Wouldn't
problem.
Wouldn't that be very
No
low
problem.
IQ for me to do that?
See now you.
Wouldn't it be low IQ
now you
for
show
me
your
to
true.
show you?
Now you show your true.
Wouldn't it be low IQ for me to use your
Okay,
abrogated verses
let's
against
talk about.
you? That wouldn't make any sense, right?
Are you done?
Oh wait, yeah.
Let's talk about the Quran. Let's talk about chapter 9, verse 30.
Wait.
Let's talk about the Quran.
Oh, okay, you want to go to Quran or whatever? I was gonna go back to the Bible.
No, but do you understand what I'm saying to you, though?
I don't care what you're saying, man.
Clearly, because that's the whole point, right? When you read the Old Testament and you go to the New Testament, it's progressively getting more peaceful. I don't have any problem with that. That's beautiful. If you want to believe in flying spirits in the sky, okay. But as long as you're peaceful,
I have no problem. But it's.
But if you want to go from being peaceful
it's
to
still
violent,
Jesus commanding.
And then you end off being violent, then I don't care what kind of donkey you rode on in the middle of the night. I don't want that religion.
Be respectful. Be a man of manners.
No, it says that he rode a steed.
Be a man of manners.
That's what your book says.
Islam
it says he rode a steed in the middle of the night. What am I saying? That's disrespectful.
No problem.
Yeah, no problem.
No problem. You can
Stop crying.
And ad hominems against the prophet.
I'm not giving ad hominems. That's what your sources say. It says he rode a steed.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay,
no problem.
So
but it's still Jesus in the Old Testament ordering the killing of babies and pregnant women.
That's the
so don't
Old
talk
Testament.
About me.
That's the Old Testament.
Yeah.
Are you like?
It's still Jesus, right?
How low IQ are you? How low IQ are you?
Can
I
you let
already
me
told you. If the God of the Bible is getting progressively more peaceful, then I'm gonna support him in that. Okay? But
do you think the killing of
the thing in the Quran, whatever that is, the demon, he's getting progressively more violent. So I'm gonna not support that.
Okay. Can I now answer?
See how that works?
Are you done? Can I answer?
No. Welcome to hell.
Are you done?
No. Welcome to hell. Do you see how the
Do you believe in more?
Quran? Do you see how the
Do
Quran
you
would be
believe
a
that?
book that nobody
Do you
wants to
believe that the
follow in
children,
2026? Do you see that? Do you see that?
the
Do
Quran,
you see that?
the Quran?
You're not even like, you don't even understand what I'm saying to you because you just keep repeating the same stuff.
You're
The Bible,
scared to have a conversation.
the Bible, however
Trying to
you want
mute me.
to, however, because you're
Scared.
just saying
Just
nonsense. Because you're just
a
saying
man without
nonsense.
balls.
I don't care. Your mother has
A
balls.
man without
Yeah, your
cojones.
mother has balls. Good. Now,
man
the
without.
Bible goes from being violent to being peaceful. I don't care why they
It's
do
still
that or what kind of weird
It's still.
things you want to. I don't care. Okay, so Jesus
It's still
reformed his
Jesus.
actions. Cool. Jesus reformed his
Allah
actions.
does not.
Cool. Jesus
Allah does not
reformed.
say.
Jesus reformed his actions.
Allah does not.
Who cares?
Jesus says that.
Jesus reformed.
Jesus according.
Jesus reformed.
According
Jesus
to the.
reformed.
I have a question. Hold on.
Jesus
Wait, can
God,
you answer
right?
my question, Strat, or no? I'll give you a
According
chance.
to
Jesus
the.
reformed. Jesus
Jesus
reformed.
God, right?
Let me.
Jesus
Strat,
reformed.
relax,
Why are you
bro.
scared to have a conversation,
Jesus
brother?
No, you're
reformed.
the one that's manifesting. Relax. Can I ask you a question, Strat? Find me one verse that insinuates violence in the New Testament.
In the New Testament. He can't.
There's many. There's plenty.
Okay,
There's
that's fine.
plenty in
Give me one.
Revelations.
Give me
There's
one.
plenty.
Give me one. Give
There
me
is
one.
plenty. There's plenty.
Revelations is about Judgment Day. That doesn't count. Give me one that's talking
You still
about.
believe?
No.
Are you
I don't
going to
have
let
any
me finish?
problem. I don't have any problem. You see how weird you
Do
are?
you want to?
I don't have any
Do you
problem
want
with
to answer?
God imposing his judgment on the final day. That's okay.
Do you want?
But I'm talking about on a day-to-day life. That's what we're talking about.
Yes. Do you want to answer?
You answer,
Yeah,
please.
let's hear it.
Yeah. According to the Old Testament,
Oh my
you
God.
believe
God.
Jesus
Oh my
God.
God. Like, this is low IQ. You see how he's
Nah,
low
I
IQ?
can't even deal with this guy, bro.
He's just low IQ. He's like, you want me to give you the answer for the New Testament according to the Old Testament? Like,
His
what are you
cousins,
talking
his
about?
parents were first cousins. What do you expect?
That's what it is.
But why are you scared to acknowledge that Jesus
Brother,
was
we
God
already,
in the Old Testament?
look, I'm already
Why are
telling
you
you.
scared to
I'm
acknowledge the
answering.
fact that
Shut the hell up. I'm answering you. If the
Why
God
does
in the
Jesus
Bible, I'm answering you.
why does he order?
If the God in the Bible
Can I finish my?
wants to present himself as a God that is going from being more strict to being more peaceful, I support him in that. What's the
Okay,
problem?
brother, I wouldn't.
What's the problem?
I wouldn't call that.
That's what Christians
wouldn't-
want to believe. Then I support them and I applaud them for that. Now, if we compare it to
I
your
wouldn't call
weird
that-
God, so now we
It's
compare that
injustice.
to your weird God, he goes from being peaceful to
Injustice.
being violent. So I don't
Injustice,
support
that's
that. I don't care. Think about what you're saying. In order to justify your 2026 beliefs, you have to go back to 4,000, 5,000 years ago about what the Jews were doing in the beginning of the civilization. Do you see how weird that is? This is why I'm trying to tell you. Nobody wants that. Nobody wants to be held
Because it
to the
shows.
standards of
It
what was
shows-
going on in the beginning of time. Because
Can
those
I
people
answer?
were obviously living in ignorance, obviously, right?
Do you want to have a conversation?
People
Do you wanna have a
3,000,
conversation?
4,000 years ago were obviously ignorant. So
Do you
why do
wanna
we
ha-
have to live by their standards?
Do you want to have a conversation? Yes or
Not
no?
really. Not really.
So are you going to keep muting me, or
No,
can we have
because
like a
every
civil
time we let you
conversation,
talk, you
like
just
two
say-
grown up?
Every
Like
time
two
we let you
grown-ups.
talk, Strat, every time we let you talk, you just go back to speaking nonsense.
No, it's true. Because in Samuel,
It
in
is true
Deuteronomy,
that,
in
but
Hosea,
like I said, how long ago were the events
we can
in
all
that
find
book?
these verses.
Strat, how long ago
And it's
were
Jesus
those?
commanding.
Yes, how long ago were those events?
I don't care if there were four.
You should care. You should care.
It's still part
Because
of
why should we
And these
follow
verses-
why should we follow those type of principles that were from
Okay.
4,000 years ago? That's what I'm asking you.
Okay, can I answer?
Please answer. Yes, please.
Because these verses are still being used to justify, for instance, the genocide in Gaza.
Let's compare it like this. Look,
We
let's
have
compare it
Christian
like
evangelists.
this. Let's compare it
We have
like this.
Netanyahu.
Let's compare it like this.
Zionists.
Let's compare it like
We have
this. Let's compare it like
kinds
this.
of people using
compare it like
these
this.
verses.
Look.
We
Hold
have
on. Let's compare
people
it like
using
this.
these verses.
You have the Bible.
Please,
You have the Bible.
how can you
right?
just?
You have the Bible.
Don't you
You have the
believe?
Bible. You have the Bible.
Don't you believe that the killing
Here,
of innocent children is?
Let me drop you for a second because you're weird, right? What's happening is that if you want to talk about who's following their book, Hamas is also following their book, are they not? When it says go fight the Christians and the Jews?
What
about when Muhammad said, I will rid the entire Arabian Peninsula of Christians and Jews? Did Israel exist when that was being written?
Of course not.
So why did he? So then the Jews defend themselves, and then he wants to talk about, do you justify? Why did you guys start it with them? You guys have stuff in your books that have been talking about Jews since the 7th century. What was the problem back then? What problem did Allah have with the Jews in the 7th century? That's what I want to know.
Yeah, and it's still the Muslims in Gaza and in Palestine protecting Jewish.
What problems?
They're protecting
did
the Jews.
Muhammad have with the Jews in the 7th century, where he said they were the worst of all creation? That he said, don't become friends with them. I'm gonna get rid of every single one of them. Why did he say that in the 7th century? That's what I'm asking you.
Because they've gone astray. They've gone astray from the original message.
Every single one?
No. We don't believe all of them. That's why
well, that's
it
what
mentions.
The Quran says. The Quran
No.
doesn't
That's
say
why
a specific
it mentioned.
Group.
No. It says this specific group because, for instance, when it's talking about Banu Israel, it's talking about the children of Israel. It only tells us that the transgressors of those groups.
It doesn't say that. It doesn't say that. It doesn't even. I'm not even talking about verses that talk about Beni Israel. I'm talking about where it says.
Of course.
I'm talking about verses that say the people of the book.
Yeah, of course. I have no problem. For now.
Who's that?
For now. Yeah,
Who's
because
that?
for now. Yeah, the people in Medina and Mecca.
No,
Christians
it doesn't
and Jews,
say that. It doesn't say that.
The
It says,
people of Medina.
it doesn't say that. It doesn't say that.
Where
it
was
says,
the Quran revealed?
It does not
Who was
say
the Quran
that.
revealed?
It doesn't say
In what
that.
environment was the Quran
It doesn't
revealed?
say that.
To who was the Quran revealed? In what environment was the Quran revealed?
It doesn't say that.
It does. It does.
It
The
does not.
Quranic
It says,
verse.
nope. It says fight the people of the book. It doesn't say fight the people of the book that were in Mecca or Medina. It says fight the people of the book. That's all it says.
Okay, beautiful. I will now bring up first from the Quran, chapter 9, verse 13.
No,
will you not fight those?
No.
Will you not fight those who have broken their oaths?
That's not talking about that.
Conspire to expel you.
That's talking about when the
from
Muslims.
Mecca.
That's talking about
Mecca.
when the Muslims didn't want to fight. They didn't want to fight.
No.
Yeah, that's why he says, will you not? He's like, what do you mean you won't fight? I'm telling you to fight. So he's saying, yeah, fight those. So now, but I'm not talking about 9:14. I'm not talking about 9:14. I'm talking about 9:29. Bro, I'm talking about.
You're playing games.
I'm talking about 9:29.
I'm leaving.
I'm talking about 9:29.
You're not the man of men.
I'm talking about
9:29.
I'm talking about 9:29. Why are you?
We cannot have a civil.
9:14
no problem.
is not the same group of people as 9:29.
No problem.
Yeah, no problem.
No problem.
So go read 9:29 and then tell me about that.
No problem. The Quran.
If you want,
a different group of people.
Yeah, okay.
I'm muting him. It's okay. Just.
You read 8:12 too. I have a
peace
tweet.
back. Let's bring
let
the
him
peace
talk. Let him talk.
Let's bring the peace back to this conversation and not mute me all the time because that's why we're not going to have a nice conversation.
Stop lying.
You keep muting me. You can play these games all you like, but you are a man without manners.
You're just a liar. Stop crying.
Just be true. The Quran tells us.
You be truthful. Is the
Quran tells us.
No, the Quran doesn't tell us anything.
The Quran, yeah.
You can't read a verse in the Quran. I don't care.
Hey, have a nice day, man.
You can leave right now. Do what the hell
Assalamu
I want you to
alaikum.
leave. You can leave right. I want you to leave.
Assalamu alaikum.
The Quran doesn't. You can't just take the Quran and say the Quran tells us, because you have to read each verse in context. Okay.
Exactly.
So when you read verse 14, that's not the same context as verse 29. So stop trying to mix it up and say the Quran tells us.
I was not reading verse 14. I was reading verse 13. So when you speak about context,
that's even further away than verse 29.
Okay, brother.
Is verse 13 and 14 the same context as verse 29? Answer that first.
No, it's not the same context.
So then why are you bringing it up?
So then
why are you bringing it up?
Because you do not let me finish my sentence.
That's
and you
not
keep
the reason why
muting
you're
me.
bringing it up. I'm asking you why you're bringing it up.
No, you're not letting me
If
finish.
I'm
That's
talking
why.
about what's happening in verse 29, the Quran
Are you
doesn't
going
tell
to
you
let me
anything. Stop saying no.
Are you going to let me finish?
You said you were leaving
Are
20
you going
minutes
to let
ago.
me-
Why haven't you left?
Are you going to let me finish?
No, I'm not. Because when you say,
It's okay, I'm
look,
making it
the
up.
moment, look, I'll have to drop you for a second. The moment that you say the Quran says, you're already lying. Because the Quran, when it says something, it's situational. You can't just take a verse and say, oh, this is what the Quran says and apply it universally. That's not how the Quran works.
Brother, you do not have one single clue about the Quran, about
Brother,
Islam.
I know more about the Quran than you do. I know more about the Quran than you do.
GPT is around. Okay, you know more about the Quran than I do. Can you please tell me? Can you please
Stop
tell me
asking me an
Surah
irrelevant
Al-Fatiha?
question. Stop asking
Can
me
you
an
tell me
irrelevant
Surah
question.
Al-Fatiha?
No, just answer about
How
this
many
chapter.
chapters? Okay, how many chapters does
Don't
the
care.
Quran have?
114 doesn't matter. When you read the Quran,
what's the biggest?
when you read
No
chapter
problem,
9,
no problem.
when you read the Quran,
You only know GPT.
chapter 9 is. Now, when you read the Quran,
read chapter
when
9.
you read the Quran, you can't just read it however you want and apply all the verses universally. You have to know what was happening at the time when Muhammad was making these things up. Okay?
Exactly.
So when he was making up verses about being peaceful.
Okay, are you going to let me finish?
Yes, in a minute. When you read the verses where Muhammad was being peaceful, it's because his army was small. When you read the verses about Muhammad being violent, it's because his army had grown.
Of course not, because
so you can't just say, "Oh, the Quran says," because you have to look at the context. If his army was small, Muhammad was afraid and he wasn't violent. When his army grew, then he started being a psycho. Do you see that?
Great. You have like a little kid's understanding of Islam.
No, I don't.
The verse I just read. Okay, bring the verse I just read. Bring the verse I just read.
You're not gonna get it.
I know children. 10 years old. They know the whole of the Quran out of their head. You don't know nothing. You don't know nothing. You're a small child. Okay, tell me. Okay, you're a scholar, right? Tell me. Okay, tell me the context because the context matters to you. The context matters to you, right? Tell me the context of verse chapter 9, verse 13, please.
Chapter 9, verse 13 is before Muhammad.
Okay, I have one question about you.
I'm answering you. Chapter
I have
9,
one question. I did not.
Chapter 9.
I did not finish.
Chapter 9. You
I did not finish.
You just asked it. I heard your question
I did not
already.
finish.
I don't care.
I'll drop him because he keeps speaking over
Chapter
you.
9. Look, chapter 9 before verse 29 is before Muhammad conquered Arabia. After verse 29 and forward is after Muhammad conquered Arabia, and that makes a big difference.
Okay, where was this chapter revealed? This verse?
I just told you.
Tell me, in what context was this verse revealed?
I just told you.
Okay, tell me. No, tell me. You did not tell me. You did not tell me.
Yes, I did. I said that before verse 29.
Which city?
Once again, before Muhammad conquered the Arabian Peninsula, verses 1 through 28 were revealed. After he conquered the Arabian Peninsula, verses 29 and forward were revealed. Yeah, that's the answer.
Okay,
Everything
so
else is irrelevant.
No,
I don't care
where,
about
where.
If you want to talk about the city, it was Medina. But that's irrelevant. That's it. I could care less what city. The point is, yeah, I was right? So the point is, what was the status of his political movement? That's what's relevant. It doesn't matter. Even though we know it was Medina, who cares? What difference does that make to the conversation?
It does.
The point is,
because
no,
can you read
it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
Can you read the verse out loud?
No.
Can you read?
The point is, for what? For what?
Because we are discussing it, right?
What are we discussing?
It would be nice if you read it.
Brother, I read that chapter every day with the tafsirs. Every day.
No,
I know it more than you do. Yes, I do.
No, brother. You think you're smart.
No. Let me ask you this.
What
happened at the Battle of Tabuk?
You think you're smart.
What happened at the Battle of Tabuk?
The hypocrites were refuted, and the Muslims gave the victory over them.
What do you mean refuted? They had a Bible study debate. What are you talking about? They were refuted.
The hypocrites got refuted.
What do you mean refuted? What do you mean refuted? They disproved the Trinity or something? What are you talking about?
No, because the Prophet ﷺ, he was in Medina, and he made a declaration of peace with the people who were living in Medina, different tribes. We had Jewish tribes, we had polytheistic tribes, we had some Christians, and it's two of those tribes.
Here, look at this.
They went against the how do you say it?
The Prophet.
They went against the declaration they made. You know, the peace treaty. So they broke the terms, and then they had to fight.
Who broke the terms?
The kuffar, according to chapter 9.
Who's the kuffar?
Verse 13.
Who's the kuffar?
The hypocrites.
The hypocrites. They're called the hypocrites.
No, wait.
Jewish. They could
the
be
Jewish. Hold on, the Jew.
Yeah, they could be Jewish. Everything. They're hypocrites.
Hold on, brother.
They're hypocrites.
Brother. When Muhammad conquered Mecca, was he fighting against the Jews?
He was fighting against the polytheists, the hypocrites. They could be everything. They were posing themselves as Muslim.
Brother. What was the tribe?
Hypocrite is munafiq, not kafir.
Banu Qurayda.
No, wrong.
I don't know, man. Quraysh.
You don't know?
Quraysh.
Correct. Who were the Quraysh? Were they Arabs or were they Jews?
They were Arabs. They're the Arabs.
So then what the hell are you talking about?
I'm talking about Medina. You are talking about Mecca. I'm talking about Medina.
Brother, these verses are revealed about when he came to Mecca from Medina.
Yeah, no problem.
Talking about.
But no problem. It's still.
It's a huge problem because it's literally the opposite of what you're saying.
No, of course not. Because there's still the people, the kuffar were the first ones to initiate the fighting, and not the prophet.
No, it wasn't.
It
wasn't.
was.
Look here. Matter of fact,
course,
let me show you something.
When you do you know the seerah of the prophet?
Yes,
I
do.
I do know the seerah. Okay, so do you know the first 13 years in Mecca? So you've read about them.
Yes, I did.
You've read that he was persecuted because he called for the worship.
He was not persecuted. He was persecuting.
He was.
No, he was persecuting people.
He was.
Did you just say the prophet was persecuted? Did you just say that?
If you're
he was.
The sources.
Wait. Did you just say the prophet wasn't persecuted?
He was persecuted.
He was.
You don't know. You don't know. You don't know the
liar.
I'm sorry. You don't know.
He was
the
persecuting people.
He was persecuted.
I'm sorry, but you don't know the seerah. Then I'm sorry.
He does not know the seerah.
He was persecuting.
This guy only
people.
knows ChatGPT.
I'm so sorry.
He just found ChatGPT.
Hold on.
And he found a new hobby.
Look.
I'm so sorry, man. This means sincerity is scary.
Look.
He's not sincere, this guy. I'm trying to have a conversation.
Look, ready? Look, let's
Last
talk about
30
it.
minutes.
Let's talk about it, Strat. Look. When the people in Mecca were worshiping whatever religion they wanted to believe in, who's the one that started saying that that's wrong?
That was the Prophet Muhammad.
Okay, so he was persecuting them, right?
I have no problem. No, he's not persecuting them because he was bringing back the original
you're right.
state
You know what I mean?
what the Kaaba was built for. The Kaaba was built for the worship of one God. Abraham and his son Ishmael built the Kaaba. Tomorrow.
How do you know
the prophet explained in his
religion. No problem. Tomorrow we're going to celebrate Eid, and it's going to be a big day. And I'm going to be with all my.
When we go into the archaeological and historical records, the Kaaba was built for the pagan gods.
No.
And Muhammad took it from them, so he was the one persecuting.
You're lying against.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. It's just that this is the standard. You're lying. This is the standard Islamic. This is the standard Islamic narrative. Is we get to tell you guys what to do because we believe that we're the true religion. This is where it comes from.
Okay, so you don't know the meaning of persecution, basically. First of all, shall I
No,
tell you
I
why?
do know the meaning of
No.
persecution.
What does it
and
mean?
Muhammad
What does
was
it mean?
persecuting
Okay.
the poor Quraysh.
Okay, so tell me what
The
does
poor
persecution
Quraysh
mean?
were getting persecuted by Muhammad. That's what
Does
happened.
what does persecution mean?
He was bothering them.
It's not that. Persecution does not mean that. Persecution means when you treat someone unfairly.
Yes.
No, I'll tell you. Persecution means when you treat someone unfairly.
That's what Muhammad did.
And rudely
The Quraysh wanted to have freedom of religion.
Wait, calm down.
Hold on. Let me drop both of you for a second. Look, think about how beautiful Mecca was, right? Everybody from every religion could come and follow their beliefs peacefully. Wow, such a beautiful. I think that's beautiful.
Scary. Did you notice that he say that persecution is treating someone unfairly?
Right.
Should we remind them what jizya is?
Right, but think about this. Mecca, according to their own narrative, was a place that believed in tolerance. They believed in freedom of religion. Even though it was one Kaaba, they allowed everybody to bring their own idols from their own religion. That's beautiful.
I'd like you to ask the Muslims about.
And then what did Muhammad do? He came and he ruined all of that. He ruined it. He ruined the beautiful oasis of peace.
No. He brought it back to its original state.
No,
he brought it back to its original state.
He was a hypocrite. He was a bigot. He was basically like a racist, but for religion. Like he was like, no, my religion is better than your religion. I would rather live in a world where people are all allowed to practice. You see?
Sky, could you bring up a verse that I actually read? Look up Sahih Muslim 2026.
Sahih Muslim 2026. Hold on a second.
Yeah. I want you to ask them about that.
Sahih Muslim 20.
You know, these ad hominems against the Prophet only brings people to Islam.
Shut up.
It only brings people to Islam.
Nobody likes Islam, dude. Nobody likes Islam.
It does. That's why it's growing in the West and everywhere.
Look. None of you should
go cry about it in your bed, man. Go cry about it in your bed.
No one should drink while standing, and if anyone forgets, he must vomit. This is Sunnah of the Prophet Muhammad, guys.
That's Sahih, by the way.
Sahih. It's Sahih, brother.
Yeah, you have so much hate inside you, man.
No, you guys have hate.
I swear.
Why did you guys destroy the peaceful city of Mecca? Why did you guys destroy the city? Why did you guys destroy the peaceful city of Mecca? Why?
Wallahi, you are full of hate.
Wallahi, what gave you the right to destroy the freedom of religion? So what gave you the right to destroy the freedom of religion in Mecca?
Okay, can I explain?
Please.
Okay, please. Okay, we believe as Muslims, that Abraham and Ishmael, his son, may peace be upon them, we believe though they built the Kaaba. And they built it as a sanctuary. Yeah, they built it as a sanctuary in the house of God to worship and submit to the. Look. We can have a civil conversation, but
because you're just saying all this to say we have the right to destroy other people's religion. That's the only reason you're telling me this weird ass story. Yes, it is.
Why are you not?
You're telling me this story just to say that we have a right to destroy other people's religion. That's where you're going to end up going.
No. The Prophet Muhammad, may peace be upon him,
brother, whatever. The pagans didn't believe you, so they wanted to believe whatever they wanted. Why are they not allowed to believe whatever they want? Why are they not allowed to believe their own religion?
Your character and your manners are dead, man. You're not a man.
Yours are. You think that it's okay to bother people. That's what you think. Wallahi.
No. That's not what I believe. The Quran tells us, do not expel those. Why are you telling me this story about Abraham? For what? Yeah. No problem. I can answer the way how I want. If you don't like the answer,
we know your answer is just going to end up in the persecution of other people. Who's going to like that?
Of course not. Of course, you're making the assumption. So according to you,
how many gods do Hindus have?
They can have millions of gods. They believe in thousands of. So it's
pretty much just like how the pagans were in Mecca, right?
Sorry?
So now it's just like how the pagans were in Mecca, that they had a lot of idols,
right? But I want to come back first to.
So does that mean that you're allowed to go destroy their idols now?
That's not what I'm saying. I would like to go back.
That is exactly what you're saying.
Yeah, no, because you're not letting me finish my point. The Islam does does allow religious tolerance, and it just the Sharia, the Islamic jurisprudence.
Sure it does.
Okay, are you going to let me finish?
Why does
Are you
it
mad?
say that Aisha's gonna return, or Isa's gonna return and destroy the cross?
Yeah, he's going to destroy the cross and kill the pig.
Does that sound like religious tolerance?
No, it's because it's the greatest. Because it goes against the greatest, the greatest injustice,
nonsense made up
and
by
that's to
Arabics
associate
in
partners
Arabia.
with God.
Yeah.
And
So some Arabic guys in Arabia who believe that Muhammad split the moon are gonna come and tell me what the actual true religion is, and I need to follow them, right? Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. You guys are just racist. You guys are literally coming to America saying you all need to learn how to speak Arabic, and you need to say God in an Arabic word, and you need to dress like we do, and have beards like we do, and the Quran in heaven is in Arabic. Like, you guys are just racist. This is just Arabic propaganda.
That's not what we say. Islam is against racism.
Yes, it is.
You know?
No, it isn't.
No.
Why do I have to speak in Arabic? Why do I have to speak in Arabic to talk to God? Why do I have to say Allah instead of God?
Because God wants to be worshipped the way He wants, not the way.
God wants to be racist, right? Yeah, God wants to be racist. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, guys. Yeah, perfect. So beautiful. God wants you to speak to Him in Arabic, but we're not racist.
No. The first.
Yeah.
Allah created all of the different languages and the different tribes.
But
and
He
the
only
different
likes the
people.
Arabic one, right?
So we may no. He said in the Quran He created the different tribes and the different people, so we may understand each other.
Then why does He want us to speak in Arabic?
Because the God wants you to worship Him. God wants you to worship. No. Let me finish my answer.
Can God not understand English?
Let me finish my. Brother, he does. He does.
So then what's the problem? Why can't I do my 5 daily prayers in English?
He's going to understand. You guys
are just racist, dude. If that's not racist, I don't know what is, dude. I don't know what is racist.
No, because we believe in the.
Why does God want me to grow my beard out? Why does God want me to grow my beard out? Why?
Aren't you a man?
So what? What about Koreans? They can't grow beards.
Why are you fixated on the language? You know, we're taught that. Why are you fixated on the language?
That's an exemption to the rule.
But you're allowed to. You're allowed to.
What does a beard have to do with believing in God, dude?
Many men that can't even grow a beard, it's still fine.
I'm not asking that.
It's still fine. This guy.
Yeah. Obviously, you're not gonna.
This guy's straw manning everything.
You're not gonna kick them out, but you want them to grow a beard, right?
This guy is a straw man.
If they can.
This guy is a man made of grass.
If they can, sorry, T-Roy, come back up, T-Roy. I didn't mean to drop you, T-Roy. Come back up. If they can grow it out, right? According to you guys, if they can grow it out, this is sahih. This is haram. No, this is halal, right? So why shouldn't they?
I have one question for you. I'm leaving, brother. Sorry, I'm going. I had
No. If you're leaving, just leave, brother. We don't care about your closing comments. Just leave, Strat. Just leave, dude. You guys are the weirdest people ever, dude. Like, you guys want to run around from country to country telling everybody to speak Arabic, to dress like an Arabic person, to get an Arabic beard, to tell them to say God in Arabic. You have to say, you have to believe that the Quran in heaven is in Arabic. And you're going to tell me this is not propaganda? This is propaganda. And then you guys, like, literally don't even teach anything that's like, cool. You say, oh, we believe in one God. So does mostly everybody, dude. And then we have to say, oh, we believe in one God, and we have to defend child marriage and smek slavery. What is it? And marrying your cousin? Like, what are you talking about, dude? Stop being weird.
Yo, Sky, do you know how old was Noah according to the Quran?
How old was he?
950.
I mean, look, everybody used to be old according to all the old books, so I guess.
Yo, bro, you're saying a lot of things that is not really true, man.
He's strawmanning everything. I have one question for the host.
You do have to pray.
I have one question for.
You do have.
Can you look me in the eye? I have one question for you.
Right? Like the daily prayers, you have to pray in the language. That's true. But
that's what I'm talking about.
But little prayers and all that.
I don't
you can
care
look
about
in
the
their own
other
Bible.
prayers. I'm talking about those 5 daily ones because I have to do them daily 5 times.
So why is
Yeah,
that?
because God wants to be
Do you
worshipped
think
the way He
how many
wants, not
times
the
do
way
you think
you
I
want.
pray? How many times do you think I pray right now a day?
0, because you're a kafir.
Probably 1, right? But now I have to pray 5
0,
times
you're
and I
a
have to
kafir,
keep doing it in Arabic, and you're gonna tell me that that's not Arabic propaganda? What are you talking about?
Of course not, man. Because the
Arabic
Quran,
propaganda.
You know, there's no uniform.
And then all
in
these
the
losers,
religion.
and then all these losers who are reverts, they're like, yeah, I'll believe in an Arabic God. Yeah, what a loser.
Alhamdulillah, man. I have Dutch friends, you know. I have
Alhamdulillah, they're
American
all
friends.
they're all religious.
It's the
cucks.
They're
start of
all
every
reverted
racist
to
joke. I have a
Islam.
Dutch
Religious
friend, I have a
cucks.
black
They're
friend.
You
just
can cry.
religious
You
cucks.
can just cry.
Tell me, doesn't
They're
the
just
church?
religious
You're the
cucks.
cuck. You're
They're
the
just religious cucks is all they are.
What language?
Islamists are against cucks,
Wait,
man. You're
what?
the
Like
cuck,
what?
man.
God is
You're the
Arabic?
cuck, man.
Okay, yeah, I'll believe that. Okay, God wants me to speak in Arabic. Yeah, that makes definite sense.
Listen, it didn't even help his case. I have a Dutch friend, bro. It's the start of every racist. I have a black friend, but I'm not a racist.
Right.
I have
Look,
a Jewish friend.
Hold on a second. I love showing this guy. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it here. 1 second.
But I swear, bro, the FBI guy watching your screen for sure thinking you're a Muslim. By the way, like watching your Google search history.
Where's my? Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this guy. Tell me this is not a cuck right here. Look at this.
Yeah.
Definitely not a cuck.
Those are the ones who pray to the Samsung headquarters, right?
Look at this. Hold on. What is that, dude? What is that? And what's funny is this, guys. This is what's really funny, right? I don't have any problem with somebody dressing like that, right? If you live in a desert, you should dress like that, right? Because the idea is that you want to cover your body to cover yourself from the harmful UV ray lights of the sun. No problem. But if you don't live in the desert, there should be no reason for you to dress like that. Like,
what the fuck is that?
This is literally this is a religious cuck.
I swear you make stupid arguments. You know Imam Malik? You know Imam Malik?
What? What about
Where's Imam Malik from?
I don't know, dude. Who cares?
Where's he known for? What's he known for?
Being from Saudi Arabia.
Do you know the six articles of faith? Yeah, I'm gonna ask you basic Islamic question.
Dumb questions, bro. Like, what are you talking
Look at me. Be a man. Do you know the 6 articles of faith of Islam?
What do you think is manly about looking at
Be a man. Because you cannot answer the question without your ChatGPT or internet.
Like, what do you think you're doing here?
You're against people. You're against people freely choosing.
Me or something? Like, I had to be a man to
Bro, you just said about this Korean couple.
Brother, look at this picture.
You just said
look at this picture.
some awful
this is weird.
things about
Why
them.
are they dressed
You said
like
awful
this?
things.
Why are they dressed like this?
Because they can freely choose to wear what they want.
Right. So why do they look like they're out of place? Why do they look like they don't belong there? Why do they look like they don't belong there? That's literally cuck behavior. It's just cuck behavior, dude. You guys are going around making people just look like 7th century Arabs and then justifying 7th century Arab behaviors like marrying your cousin and marrying kids.
Yo, could you look up 3353 in the Quran? That's another one. Look how kind the Prophet was to people. 3343.
Like it's just so
53. 3353.
It just gets so old, dude. Like at some point, like can we just grow up? Like seriously, dude. Like let's just all grow up, man.
That's just so you see how nice he was to people.
3353. Believers, do not enter the Prophet's apartment for a meal unless you are given permission. Do not linger until a meal is ready. When you are invited, go in. Then when you have taken your meal, leave. Do not stay and talk. Yeah.
What a nice man.
What What kind of
Hey,
party
your
is that,
nightmare.
dude?
I have a question for you.
What kind of party is that, dude? Like, I don't like.
Your nightmare. I have a question for you, man. Why does
Yeah.
the God of the Hebrew Bible order the killing of children and pregnant women, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does
Bro, I
not
love
do
it when you guys like we speak about the Quran and then you guys change the subject to the Bible. It's just like
all
the most.
time, dude. All the time, dude.
Yeah. Continue reading. It's very nice.
Oh, it gets worse. Hold on.
Yeah.
When you finish your meal, do not stay and talk, for that would offend the prophet. Though he would shrink from asking you to leave. God does not shrink from asking you to leave from the truth. When you ask his wives for something, do so from behind a screen. This is pure for both your hearts and for theirs. It is not right for you to offend God's messenger, just as you should never marry his wives after him. That would be grievous in God's eyes. Yeah. You can't, like, obviously this guy was just a jealous, like, come on, bro.
But hey, I have still one question for you. You did not answer it. Can you tell me the 6 articles of faith according to Islam?
They're not in the Quran.
They are. All of them are in the Quran.
No, they're not.
They're even in one ayah. They are.
No, they're not.
Can you tell me them?
Show it to me. Show me them.
Can you tell me them?
Show me the 6 articles of
okay,
faith in the Quran.
can you tell me the 6 articles? You don't know them.
No, once
you don't know
show them
basic Islamic knowledge. You don't know them.
Oh my God, I'm not a Muslim. Oh wow, that's crazy.
Yeah. Can you tell me them? Can you tell me them? Yeah, you are discussing religious. You are discussing context, and you're discussing.
Wow. Yeah, it's like believing in angels, believing in the last day, believing in.
Yeah, you just look it up,
Prayer.
You use ChatGPT.
I'm literally staring at the screen, you goofball.
You're smart. You're looking. Yeah, you're reading it from the screen.
What is so cool about knowing that? What is so cool about knowing that?
You're stupid. You do not even know basic.
What is stupid about not knowing something that 7th century Arabians believed in that was clearly
because you're still stupid.
What is the difference? I don't want to know the 7th articles.
You're talking about Islam, but
you act like they're impressive. They're not even impressive.
The basics.
Who cares?
You not even understand the basics.
Who cares? Like, it doesn't mean anything to know those things.
No. It shows your.
How does that change my life?
Shows your intelligence.
How does that change my? No, it doesn't.
Intelligence. It shows.
Oh, you see what I'm saying? This is why you're racist. You see how you're racist?
Shows your
so look, so he just admitted. So he just admitted that if I don't know what 7th century Arabic people made up, that I'm stupid. How does that make any sense?
Yeah, you're still stupid because you're discussing the subject of Islam. How? Okay, can I answer?
Like I just said, if I don't know what 7th century Arabic people made up in the middle of the desert, then how does that make you stupid?
Can I answer or are you going to drop me?
I think.
Can I answer or are you going to drop me?
Hospitality than the prophet because
this guy, he's discussing Islam but does not even know the basics.
Can I
exactly. I feel sorry
can I show
for you,
something,
man.
brother?
Exactly. The music is right.
Scary or showing the hospitality than
I really feel sorry for you.
I feel sorry for you.
No problem.
You believe
you
your
can feel
prophet
sorry
split
for
the
me.
moon. You believe the prophet split the moon.
Exactly.
You
And
believe
I'm
that
proud.
stars.
I'm proud of
you believe that stars are missiles that God shoots at demons.
Yeah, exactly.
And you're a grown adult.
Yes.
Yeah, and you're an adult.
Yeah,
and you believe
that's
that.
Yeah. No problem. No problem.
Yeah.
No problem.
Alhamdulillah.
You believe Jesus ordered the killing of babies.
No, I don't. Stop lying.
You do.
Stop lying. I don't believe in religion. Stop lying.
You do, man.
Stop lying. No, I don't.
You're just scared.
Brother scared.
No, I'm not scared. You're just forced to make me believe in religion so that you can feel better about yourself. I don't believe in those things. You do.
So why?
That's worse than a little kid believing in Santa Claus.
I have one question.
You've been saying that for an hour, dude. What'd you say? The other person?
Hey, scary. I have to say you are showing better hospitality than Muhammad.
I know, yo, get your meal and get out of my house, dude. Like, what the fuck are you still doing here?
Exactly, bro.
It's scary.
Don't stick around.
Yeah, the problem is you're not letting.
Phoenix.
So let me just say something. So have you ever studied Islamic jurisprudence?
Yeah, a little bit.
This guy did not even know this.
Hold on, Strat.
This guy's stupid. 6 articles of faith.
Hold on, Strat.
What are you going to asking about?
Hold on, Strat. Phoenix, what?
Jurisprudence. What are you going to asking about?
What'd you say?
Yeah. So there is a book that they currently are using in Islamic courtrooms today. It's called Heavenly Ornaments. Have you ever heard of this book?
Heavenly what?
The Heavenly Ornaments,
No, I never heard of it.
also known as Beheshti Saber, by Maulana Ashraf Ali Tahanawi.
Yeah.
This is a book that has chapters dedicated, not if you can have S with a little girl, but how to have S with a little girl.
But
Would you
how
like to
you
read
can have
some,
smacks? No, brother,
yeah.
but your background's super loud, brother. I can't. It's like really disturbing.
Sorry, I'm walking down the road.
I know. Well, like, just maybe when you fix that, because it's really
Okay,
disturbing.
can I send you the link so you can read it out loud?
Yeah.
Yeah, Phonics, by who is this book?
He's gonna send it right now.
Yeah, type it below.
Scary hours. How come today you're just
But
on a
how
fitness
can you
brief,
ask
Scary
this
hours?
man
Are you
about
angry today,
Islamic
Scary hours? Today,
jurisprudence
what's
when he
wrong with
does
you,
not
Scary
even
hours? I just
understand
want to
the
know what's wrong
basics?
with you, Scary hours today. Wow, you're angry today, Scary.
What did I do?
You're just kicking me out for no reason, Scary hours. I thought you were calm, man.
Oh, did I kick you out?
This is his tactics. This is how he feels a man.
You see, this
This
is what I'm
is
saying.
how
You're
he
high.
feels.
You're high.
This
You
is
see?
how he
can-
feels empowered. This is how he feels empowered. This.
Strat's been up here for 2 hours, dude. That you're gonna
Yeah,
tell me
yeah, but you
like,
keep
what are you
muting me and not
talking
having a
about?
civil
If I
civil
wanted to kick
conversation.
anybody out, it would be Strat, bro. Yeah, you're definitely way better to talk to than Strat is, dude.
No, look, I'm trying to tell you something.
Wallahi, you're better to talk to than Strat.
No, look,
Yeah,
Scary
yeah,
hours.
no problem, man.
Scary
May Allah
hours,
guide
please.
you, May Allah guide
Scary
you.
hours, please, look.
Hey, Scary, can you go to Scary? I just put it on the side chat. Can you go to page 2 and read the red circled part?
Hey, Phonix, I asked you who is this book about? You gave me a Reddit page.
This is
Give me a respected scholar of Islam. Don't give me this bullshit.
Scary doesn't know nothing. He
Hold
doesn't
on,
know nothing.
let's read it. Guys, hold on.
Phonix,
Everybody
who
mute
wrote
up.
this book?
Everybody mute up.
Give me the title of the book and the.
Okay, mute up, dude. Let's read it and then we'll figure out who wrote it. Let's see. So it says here in point 5. That's tiny. I don't think people can see that. Let's see if we could get.
Try zoom in with the mouse.
Anyway, let me just read it, dude. It says, if a person has sexual intercourse with a minor girl, ghusl will not be obligatory on her. But in order to get her into the habit, she should be made to bath or to bathe. While sleeping, one has a wet dream and even experiences some excitement. However, on awakening, one notices that no semen. Okay, anyway, this is weird.
Go to page 2. Go to page 2.
Page 2.
Trust me, you're gonna like this.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's better.
Read the circle part.
If a woman is underage but not so small that if one has intercourse with her, there is fear of vaginal tissue tearing to such an extent that the vagina and anus will virtually come together. What the fuck, dude? Then by the insertion of the glands of the penis into her vagina, ghusl will become dry. But I can't read this stuff, dude.
No, TikTok don't.
You have to learn. What do you mean can't read it? Your man, read it.
This is just crazy.
Hey, Phonix, I have a question. Who wrote this book?
It's by Maulana Ashraf Ali Tahanawi, a Hanafi jurist.
A Hanafi jurist. So who follows him?
A lot of people follow them. 55% of the Muslim Sunni world is Hanafi.
Yeah. So is this also what Abu Hanifa or his students tell us?
Oh, if you want to go to Abu Hanifa, it gets worse.
Strat, can you?
Yeah. Let's go to Abu Hanifa.
Strat, can you takfir this guy?
No. You do not even know the basics of Islam. You're talking about takfir and
so
fiqh.
why don't you takfir him?
Bro, go first learn the
You can
basics.
say
then
bro
you
a
can
million
go.
times, but if you don't takfir him, then why should I believe that you don't follow him?
No, first learn the basics, then you can understand.
The basics is that if he's not, what he's saying is not
I'm
Muslim.
I'm not a Hanafi. I do not know this guy. I do not know this book. And this is not the.
This
is not the orthodox.
Okay, but is this anti-Islam? Is this anti-Islam?
This is not the orthodox Islamic position.
Okay,
Yes.
so is it anti-Islam? Can you be a Muslim and believe this?
the Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam said in an authentic report, he said, La
Can you
darar
be
wa
a
la dirar.
Muslim and still believe this? Yes or
No,
no?
no.
So then
This is
takfir
wrong.
him.
Yeah, this is wrong. This is wrong.
So takfir him. Say you takfir him.
Hey, bro, you do not understand the articles of faith. You are talking about
Let me bring you
takfir.
Abu Hanifa.
First
You want Abu
go
Hanifa? I'll bring
learn.
you Abu Hanifa.
First go learn the basics. Then come back to talk about me takfir and this and that. Okay,
No,
can you give me the shurut? Hey, can you give? Okay, no one knows this guy. No one knows this guy.
Everybody knows this guy.
Nobody knows this guy.
It says right here, look. It says
Trust
right
me.
here. It says right here. He's a leading Deobandi Hanafi scholar from British India. So what do you mean nobody? What do you mean nobody knows this guy?
Exactly. Because Deobandi.
And then look at this. Look at this. Known as the Hakam al Ummat, meaning the physician of the Ummah. Oh my God.
Okay.
Oh my God.
I have one question.
Look at this. Expert in fiqh.
No problem. I have one question for you. Yeah. What is tasawwuf?
Look at this. Look at this. Let me keep reading.
What is tasawwuf? Do you know what you're reading?
Hold on.
Do you know what's Deobandi? What's Deobandi?
Let's keep reading.
Tell me what's Deobandi.
Look at this. Look at this. Bashiti Ziwar, Heavenly Ornaments, is his most famous book. It is a practical.
Is this the Orthodox Sunni position?
It is a practical.
Is this the Orthodox Sunni position? I have a question. Can you answer?
Look. A practical Hanafi fiqh manual, especially for women, covering prayer, marriage, inheritance, right? Is this authoritative? Yes.
No.
Highly
it's not
authoritative in Deobandi school.
Okay, what's
Look, very popular
What
in
is Deobandi
India.
school?
Look at this.
Yeah, what's
Very
Deobandi
popular
school?
in India, Pakistan, and Bangladesh.
What is the Deobandi school?
Oh my God. Look at this.
But tell me, what's the Deobandi school?
Okay, so brother, so just
Do you know?
Just takfir everybody in India. Go ahead. Do it.
Not everybody in India. That's not what it says. Because
he's saying it's very popular in India and Pakistan and Bangladesh. Very popular. What does that mean?
It doesn't mean everyone's doing it. It's popular.
Well, but very popular.
Also says,
okay. I have one question for you because you seem like you know a lot and you only use ChatGPT. You cannot even use your own brain. You know.
Brother, I'm not trying to prove my memory.
What does
you think I care
mean?
about proving my memory to you? I just want to know the truth.
No. Even your reasoning.
Why do you care about what I know versus
even your reasoning is weak.
We got the sources. Why can't we just go to the sources?
I don't care about your memory. Your memory is weak and your reasoning.
You sound like you do because you're worried about because I'm Googling stuff.
Scary ass. If you actually want to know the truth, should I tell you the truth? Look, you just need to go to a proper scholar, a Muslim scholar. You can ask him all of these. Spend like 3 hours. 3 hours with him.
I'm a sheikh and an imam.
Listen, you can't even talk properly and you're telling me you're sheikh.
Anyway, guys, all right, I'm gonna wrap it here, guys. Thank you
What do you
guys,
mean?
everybody,
You were just on live.
watching.
You was on live for 5
I've
minutes.
been here for 4 hours now, dude. Nightmare, thank you. Phoenix, thank you. Live yours, thank you. Citizen, thank you. Strat, become a better human being. Guys, listen, look. I just want to believe in one God. Okay, that's all I want to do. Since I was a little kid, I always believed in one God. And I always thought, you know what? If I just believe in one God and I'm a good person, then God is going to accept me, right? But here comes the Muslim to say, no, you can't just believe in one God. You have to believe in one God plus the Prophet Muhammad plus everything he ever did. You have to follow the way that he pissed. You have to, if he farts, you have to smell it. I don't want to do any of that. All right, so please, it's 2026, right? I think we can all figure out how to be nice people. Whatever fairy tale you want to believe in that helps you get through your day, go ahead and do that. As long as you believe that you have to be a good, peaceful person, respect other people. Don't be like Muhammad that came and said, oh, I have the true religion, therefore I get to unalive all of you. Okay, that's not how it should work. Okay, so anyway, we're gonna wrap it there. If you're not following me on TikTok, go ahead and give me a follow now. There's 33 of you in here. I hope all 33 of you are following. If you guys want to rewatch this episode or any of the episodes that we've ever done, they're all on YouTube at Scary Hours Podcast. It's right there on the bottom of my face on the screen. And if you're on YouTube and you want to next time join the conversation and you feel like you want to, bake me with your powerful dawah, then come over to TikTok at Scary Hours Podcast Live. Again, the account name is right there under my face. It's just right here. Right there, you can see it. Here's my YouTube. Here's my TikTok, okay? So we'll catch you guys on the next one, all right? Thank you guys. YouTube, what do you want? Get your food and go. All right, guys. Yeah, we'll catch you guys on the next one. All right, appreciate everybody. Guys, leave a comment on the video. You know what you guys want us to talk about next. Muhammad doesn't even hold the prophetic bloodline. That's right, according to the Quran itself says he doesn't. We'll catch you guys next time.